And
I wish we had started it there.
it would have been, but it's just Emily's creepy face in the corner, I guess. Actually, no, it's
Well,
not
that would
quite
be
in
right.
frame, so you can't even see that. It's just the chair. Amazing.
The chair or a chair?
Hello, world.
I need a high chair.
This is so fun for
Yeah,
me.
I'm sure.
Oh my
I want you to
God.
stay there through the entire session, please. You're not allowed. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. That's just your face.
I need
now.
you to put your face in at some
This
point.
is
so I can
actually
get a
Emily's
photo
Emily's
for
actually
Instagram.
standing up.
This is actually this is
That's
just
actually
my
how-
impression of Promethean.
Fucking
That's
hell.
how it was.
I've been practicing for a really long time.
I appreciate that.
I'm a method actor, so I have to like.
That totally sounded like you said you're a method actor, but that was
truly did. Welcome, I guess, to the first D&D session on the new channel, and thank you for the folk who've already jumped in and saying hi and whatnot in chat. I am excited. We're gonna play some D&D. Woo! It's so exciting. Woo!
Hi, excited.
Yay!
Correct. I'm Promethean. This is, I guess, my campaign that I am running with these wonderful people who are.
Where are you running to?
Oh my god, I
Hell.
can't believe it. You're now going to introduce yourself first, please, Emily. After I get your name out of
no.
the frame there
Oh.
too, please.
Oh. Excuse me while I just readjust my eyeball.
No.
Like now?
Yeah, now would be great.
How long do you have?
A few hours.
No, I'm joking. Hey, my name's Emily. This is my first stream in like 3 weeks. Hey, I do things. I'm an occasional player at the moment over on the It's Fate script chat. But no, you can catch us there every Tuesday night. Occasional DM and co-Thirstmaster of Thirsty Thursdays. You'll also find me here hanging out with the Law Rights crew and in a couple of spaces coming up as well. It's going to be a good time.
Woo.
Hey, Promethean, who are you?
I've already done that. That's way too late. No, we are instead
damn it.
going to move on to Ash, please. Would you like to tell us who you are?
Yeah, that's me. Hey, I'm Ash, and I make stuff. My pronouns are she, they. I play Lilith in this campaign. I'm a prop maker, a Ubisoft partner, and I fuck around with accents sometimes. So,
Shit,
Hi.
we do accents here.
yeah, we do accents here.
I'm going to mute
Love
myself while I practice.
I love that you forget every time. It's so... It just makes my heart so
Also,
full.
axes and ents. NBC DM, would you like to explain who you are and why we care so very deeply, please?
Look, I'm NBC DM. My pronouns are he, they. I play Vermilion in this game. And I do other stuff elsewhere. Why you should care is all of the reasons I've just said. The end.
That's entirely fair. Hamish, g'day.
Hi.
Who the heck are you?
Hi. I'm Hamish, or Ham, or Hey You. I play here now as a player. Yay! I also DM the Radiant Shadows game over on Meeples and Dragons every second Saturday. And as opposed to Ash, who fucks around with accents, I just fuck them up. So I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth tonight. So brace yourselves, boys and girls. This is going to be a ride.
There is absolutely a court order preventing you from doing that.
Oh no. Jeannie, who you at?
Hi. I'm Jeannie. Sup. I do cosplay and I game. And I have been jumping on a lot more streams with a lot of these amazing people who are in here, and I'm loving it a lot. So thank you for having me again. And that's it. That's me.
Incredible.
Don't you also write things?
I do write things. I write books.
I forget that sometimes.
Yeah. I procrastinate so much that I forget that I'm a writer. So yay. I like writing books that traumatize people. So if you ever have a favorite character in my book that you love, brace for their death.
Excellent. Speaking of bracing for death, Saz. Wait.
I guess that fits. Yeah.
Hang on.
No,
Not
Let's-
Saz.
let's-
That's tiny.
let's
That's
roll with
tiny.
it.
That's not my
Foreshadowing.
thing. I'm Saz, or Saz the Meeple. I am the resident dice goblin and producer over on the Meeples and Dragons channel. And over here now, I am playing Tiny Wing.
There you are.
That's me.
Incredible. Speaking of playing, we did a whole session previously with this exact group of people and our very excitingly new 3 players / characters, which was amazing. 2 dolls, a monkey, and a fairy walk through a graveyard. I think that's basically sufficient as a recap. But before we jump into a recap proper, Ash, I think there's something you wanted.
Yeah, can I get the intro first?
There's a few things we need to cover off. So, Ash, there was something you wanted to plug, I think, real quick.
Yeah, this is true. I just wanted to shout out Kaylee at Covens and Cottages on Etsy. She is a fantastic dice maker from here in New South Wales. She makes some incredible stuff. She just had another restock. So this is one of her, it's not going to show up. This is one of her Taylor Swift dice. No, I'm in focus, not the dice. It's not coming up. But also, if you guys are familiar with the 2002 Hayao Miyazaki masterpiece, Spirited Away, she made these Soot Sprite dice, which are just the cutest things I own. And
Incredible. I know what that like ting sound was when you dropped the die, but for some reason it was
that was a dice hitting my fidget
it was
spinner.
incredibly satisfying to me on the inside. So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Do we want the musical intro before or after the recap?
After.
Excellent.
Yeah, after.
All right. It will be a fairly quick recap then. So, Tiny Wing, a wee little fairy, woke up cold and alone and trapped in a lantern. And then used some pan flutes to get out of that situation, which I thought was very cool, to find themselves in a graveyard in which they spotted a monkey who was very agitated and pointing at what looked like a recently filled in grave. Using some very sparkly version of Mold Earth, Tiny Wing uncovered a small doll that could move but not talk, which was very cruel on my part. A second doll was also found in that same graveyard, which immediately smashed the first doll with the lid of the coffin that they were trapped in, because they were both, in fact, trapped in coffins in these graves. The 3 of them then moved into the Dr. Velkior's home for wayward children, in through the back door, where they saw, oh god, what was her name? Remember how I said this was going to be a problem? Harding, thank you. This is, yeah, I knew it. I've literally got it written down here.
What was their name?
I've literally got
Yeah.
it on the same page from 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
because in my head I'm mixing Ham Session with my notes. And I was about to say something entirely
both
different.
characters called
Yeah,
Harding
which
for
was
some
super
reason.
weird. No, so the 4 of them, including the monkey, watched Harding flee from the kitchen, where only moments before our other 3 characters, Vermilion, Malia, and Lilith, had effectively unpossessed Harding's body by stabbing Harding with a silver needle held by one of these possessed dolls, these carionettes. Harding did not deal very well with the corpse of her colleague being beside her, and Vermilion very promptly informing her that she was responsible for the murder.
She also wiped his blood all over her face for no
Correct.
reason. Probably also freaked her out a bit.
Somewhat, no doubt. A couple more dolls ran into the kitchen and were immediately thunderwaved by Vermilion. Correct,
Right.
prompting Tiny Wing to pop their head under the door and point out that the 2 dolls with which she was traveling were not, in fact, evil, and she was fairly sure one of them was her friend Sal, which was a pretty good guess, given that one of them had written the word Sal on a piece of paper just a little bit earlier to point in that direction. And then Malia just started stabbing and
So I started
stomping every single doll that she could possibly find, including a couple in the graveyard as they headed back outside the exterior towards the newly correctly positioned souls of Sal, who Tiny Wing is very interested in finding. Sal and Kaori had come back to their own bodies, bound by rope against a stone wall in a darkened crypt, and blundering about in the dark of this crypt was set upon by some shadow creatures, just as the others enter. And that's about where we left the last session, and I do believe that each of you needs to roll initiative, please. We're going to get our fight on.
Are we going to roll initiative before or after the musical intro?
Oh, yeah, musical intro.
After the musical intro.
After the musical intro, please.
Bless us with your musical intro.
It's
Oh, I did
getting
it.
it out.
Are you
It's truly
God damn it.
unfortunate.
Okay.
Yes, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah, good.
All right, roll initiative, please, each of you.
Fuck this dice.
You can all get absolutely fucked.
All right, let's call out Lilith. What do we got?
5.
Excellent. Vermilion.
22.
Joy.
Oh, holy crap.
Marvelous. Malia.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if it means anything, but it's lucky in Vegas.
Is it? Is that a thing?
And it's the number of this episode.
That's true.
Hey, there you go.
We went-
Inspiration for all.
Unfortunately, this episode takes place entirely in Vegas.
Who knew? Sal.
15.
Beautiful. Kaori.
19.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Tiny Wing.
Also 19.
Ooh, who's got the higher dex
Yeah.
modifier?
I have a +3.
4 + 1.
Brilliant.
The tiny wing first.
Marvelous. Thank you very much. Vermilion.
That's
Can
me.
this-
Yes.
Just before we start, can I just point out that Vermilion, Malia, Tiny Wing, and the monkey. I don't know if the
We all
monkey needs
have,
to
we
roll
all have
initiative.
your dark
You have
vision
300 feet of dark vision.
in purple, if I
In
remember correctly.
purple! In
My
purple!
favorite
'cause
color.
Pro let
Yeah.
me flavor stuff.
That's right.
That's right. I watched the previous episode.
Yeah, well done. 300 feet of purple uber dark vision. Correct.
Would you be kind enough to describe the scene as it stands currently?
Of
before
course.
me?
Before you, so you could see past these two creatures that appear to be made of what looks very much like solid shadow, given form. Correct. They're a little opaque, and you could see past them to see these two figures. We might have Ham. Would you like to describe Salazar for us again, real quick?
Yeah, sure. So Salazar is he's very tall, not as tall as some people in the group, but he's probably good 6'4", 6'5". Very, very skinny. Hobgoblin, largish ears, quite long hair, which has got sort of elaborately plaited down his back. He's wearing a blue coat, which it's almost like someone who's like stepped out of a carnival or something like that. It's very sort of flamboyant and the like. Over one shoulder, you would be able to see the hilt of some kind of sword. And the expression on his face would be one of quite significant shock and a little bit of terror.
Brilliant.
Cool, I'm going to roll a d10 for that.
Excellent.
I'm so sorry, you are a 1 out of 10 hotness.
No.
It's the first one I've rolled, I'm so
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Em.
That's incredible. Well,
Salazar just throws
Hey,
himself
it's
off the nearest.
just from Malia's perspective. It's
That's
not,
fun.
subjective hotness.
It's not the world's perspective.
And Jeannie, can you please describe for us what Vermilion would see when their gaze falls upon Kaori?
Yes, so she is, I can't remember how tall she is.
8 feet.
5'7"?
5'7".
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you remember. Okay, so she's 5'7". She's got long, wavy / curly-ish brown hair. and she's wearing what looks like essentially like a piratey sort of getup. So like a white blouse with like a brown leather corset, and then like matching pants, because why not, and boots. So, and I think Zephyr, has he run to her yet?
Not
No, Zephyr was on my was
He's
on
on your
Million's
shoulder?
shoulder. Yeah,
Okay, cool. So, yep.
but Zephyr should be able to see
Correct.
Kaori, because he could also see 300
and that's
feet.
the other thing that you see. So Zephyr,
And for reference, he's wearing a pirate shirt.
yeah, adorable.
One of the little like horizontal stripe ones.
Yes.
Nice.
Is it, hang on, blue or red?
It's
I feel
it's
like
your
blue.
monkey.
Blue.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll go
And
blue.
Zephyr does, in fact, immediately bail on Vermilion and runs to Kaori.
Okay, bye.
Which I'm gonna roll a d10 for.
I'm pretty sure I get to go before the
All right,
monkey.
Emily's rolling a d10 for the monkey. Everyone, just
No,
No? Oh, I see.
no, for Kaori,
Oh,
who is a 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
very
Hi.
good.
wow.
Their eyes meet across a crowded crypt.
I'm sorry, did you say cross-eyed in a crowded crypt?
As you see Zephyr clamber up Kaori and jump up onto Kaori's shoulder, Vermilion, you'll also see that just beyond them are another 2 of these shadowy creatures.
Mhm. Okay, so just for clarity, like, so there are 2 closer
Mhm.
towards us, and then there's
2 on the other side.
Sal, and and then there's
Yeah,
another 2.
spot on.
Okay. How big is the chamber in which they are?
So this is it's not a narrow kind of tunnel of sorts. There's enough room for the 3 of you to easily stand abreast in this area, and the area you're coming through kind of opens up, so there is plenty of room for you. Similarly to what Sal and Kaori had seen while they were looking around, you will, if you kind of glance to either side, you'll see kind of shelving, where you'll see kind of shrouded corpses sort of locked away in these very rough-hewn shells within this crypt.
Is there... So are they kind of standing in? Is there a way to tactically view how this looks? Just having a little bit of trouble.
Look, there
visualizing
would
this.
be, but I didn't make
Yeah.
this room, so no.
I
But
see.
essentially, so you're in essentially a larger room. Sal and Kaori are heading towards a much narrower tunnel, and so they've just sort of entered the opening of that narrower tunnel,
Okay.
beyond which there's a very dim light that can be
Yeah.
seen. So they're essentially in what would be a doorway then between that tunnel area and the larger space that you're in currently.
Okay, so they're in a doorway, and towards us are a couple of shadows, and beyond them are a couple of shadows. Okay. Excellent. Love that for us.
That's
Thank
what
you.
I was drawing too.
Does that
That
look,
works
does that
pretty
look
good.
about right?
You guys will be in
So
that
this is
larger
us.
section though.
Shadows.
So
Yeah.
Those guys are the shadows.
close. I'd put the shadows sort of the 2 shadows beyond them are within the narrow tunnel. Then in the doorway itself you will have Sal and Kaori. You side of Sal and Kaori, another 2 shadows, and then the larger room is kind of at this point mostly behind you. So you've been heading towards that same tunnel.
Okay, it's still pretty dark in here, but I think we could fix that. And I would like to use Fairy Fire. So I would like to cast...
Is that
so it's this-
offensive to Tiny Wing?
Look, it's
Tiny Wing
wow.
just explodes and floats.
Yeah. Tiny Wing is now on fire. That's what that spell does.
Incredible.
It's automatically on fire.
Oh, it says
go.
yeah, all fairies in the immediate area spontaneously combust. No. No. So it's a 20-foot cube, and creatures and objects inside that cube will be outlined in light. And I'm going to pick green light because it's like very contrasty to the purple that I can see in at the moment. So I feel like it kind of looks like predator vision. But I want to sort of place the far edge of that cube without getting Sal and Kaori, and just getting the two shadows that are closest to us within that cube.
Okay.
Does that make
Absolutely
sense?
does. And so this green light then immediately flickers up around the outlines of those creatures, which are now very easily discernible in this dim area. They were pretty easy to pick out for those of you that have the especially gifted dark vision. They kind of stand out in this purple kind of backwash of Lilith's.
So sorry, I'm going to turn my flash on for
Sure.
a second because I have just completely. Thank you so much.
There you go.
There you are.
G'day.
It got so much worse.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
Continue.
But yeah, now they're lit up with this green light surrounding the two of them.
They're lit.
Totally lit. Next, then we will. Is that all? ABC. So
Yep, that's it for me.
magic. Next up, we will have then Tiny Wing. So you see Sal in full actual Sal form. Same deal. Ahead of you, there are two of these shadow creatures that have now been lit up with fairy fire between you and Sal and this mystery other person.
Smart, I would have read my character sheet before tonight. But no, she's literally going to, seeing Sal, she is going to scream as loud as her tiny little voice can be, just like, Sal! Oh my god, Sal! I've been looking for you! And seeing the shadows that are obviously keeping her from getting to Sal, she is going to, let's say, take the one on the left, just for clarity, and Eldritch Blast.
Boom. Go for it.
Let's see if I remember how to Warlock. It's been a while.
Take time.
That would be a 16.
16 will hit.
16 will hit. All right, which means I do that many. I need a dice. That would be helpful. Round one. That's not me. That
Is there a dog in here?
It's just Zephyr
that-
freaking out on your shoulder.
Foreshadowing.
It's a 9 damage.
Okay, excellent. Would you like to explain? So we had a little bit of a taste of Tiny Wing's Eldritch Blast in the last session, but would you like to give us another little taste? What does Eldritch Blast look like for Tiny Wing?
Well, let's see if I can remember how I explained it last time. So it's purple, but not the purple that you would see in a rainbow, which is that real pretty purple, like bright and colourful, but the more like the purple that you would see shining it through an amethyst. So it's got that deeper, richer tone. And when Eldritch Blast hits its target, it shatters like a stone being dropped on the ground.
Excellent. And
Now that's full flavor.
it truly is. And this creature visibly, it's almost as though it thins somewhat as this power hits it. And then it kind of just re-solidifies in as much as a living shadow can. Still outlined by the fairy fire. Kaori, you are up next. So a little bit different for you than it is for Vermilion or Tiny Wing, in that you have 4 of these creatures. So same kind of deal. You've kind of come moving towards the light that you and Sal were heading towards. It's not quite an archway, it's a very kind of rough cut rectangular area that you've gone into. 2 shadows towards a kind of a long tunnel, and another 2 on the other side of you, opening up into that larger room.
Okay. And the 2 that were in the larger room, so they've just been attacked?
Yeah, one
Is
of
that-
them has, yes.
One of them has? Okay, that was the one on the left.
Tiny
so
Wing's
sorry.
left, so yeah, if you turn around and face it, it'll be your right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the ones that are down like the corridor then. Or one of them. Just pick the one on the left,
Sure.
I guess, because left. And I'm gonna hit it with. Can I hit it with Firebolt?
Go for it.
Do that.
Oh dear, Gerald.
Yeah. Excellent. Firebolt. So
It hit Bucks.
I don't have your character sheet.
My firebolt box, guys. Just so you know, that's the sound effect. Can you come here, please, my love? Be
Hell
quiet.
yes.
Sorry.
Because I can't really see.
So it'll be a dex save based on your charisma, your spell attack,
Spell save.
spell
Yeah,
save
spell
DC.
DC.
Okay. So that's
So if you go to your spells tab,
DC.
at the top it'll say modifier spell attack save DC.
I can see hit / DC, and that's a +5. Is that what you mean?
So that's your spell attack. So the next one over should say spell save DC. Are you on tablet?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. I will.
Just gonna grab a screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah,
mine,
I'm
yeah.
in the process of also doing the
Legends.
same. Because why not?
Thank you so much.
The
I'm so
joys of
sorry,
D&D
guys.
Beyond on a
The
tablet.
more you know.
It's driving me.
And it takes forever
Yeah.
to load. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the apps.
You know, I have my character sheet
Yeah.
here though as well.
Slay.
So yeah.
Done.
So what's this? What spell are we using again?
Firebolt.
So Firebolt's an attack. I thought it was a magic attack roll.
I thought Firebolt was the dex save because it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Yeah.
I've got.
Not all
yeah,
cantrips are saving throw though.
No.
I don't know.
I have thunderclap. as
So,
well.
Firebolt is
Ranged
a ranged
attack.
spell
Yeah.
attack. So you're
Right.
making an attack against the target.
That was my bad. I'm very sorry.
No, that's okay. You're right. Many cantrips do have.
How dare you not
save
know
or suck.
every single thing ever?
Yeah. So
Disgusting.
this is the cool thing about this campaign, right? Is we've got a very new player and we've got a
Hi.
baby new DM as well, right? So we're gonna have
Aw,
stuff
cute
that like
baby.
we don't know.
And a bunch of veterans going to take advantage
Exactly.
of this particular DM.
I do not ever claim to be a veteran.
I
ever.
love it because it gives us the opportunity to like
I'm still a baby too.
to learn and to like ask questions about stuff that we may have presumed and have presumed
And-
incorrectly as well, which I dig.
And I like the opportunity to actually Promethean all
Yeah,
the time.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my
My
God.
favorite other thing though, like genuinely, just really quickly while we're on this tangent, is that like
Oh, dear.
every single campaign is different. So like you can be a veteran or you can be a newbie DM, but it doesn't matter because it's your fucking world and you can do whatever you want with it, and you can make any rule you want.
You're
How
done
good.
immediately.
Love that.
No, so
let your
Oh,
let your Tarrasques have a
I
wet
take it
nurse
back.
if you
I
want.
take it back.
indeed. So we'll get you to roll that attack then, Jeannie. So yeah.
Yeah. So sorry. What was I adding to it? The saving throw modifier.
It was the +4, I think you said, for
Yeah,
Fireball.
the-
yeah?
the
So next
original
to your
thing where you said it.
attacks, there'll be a hit / DC with a plus.
So it says
That's your- I
+5.
cannot- So
Nice.
add it. So roll a d20 and add that,
Yeah.
and then the damage is next to it. So whatever you do, if you hit, is going to be that dice plus whatever it says.
So it says damage is 1d10.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So if you hit,
Correct.
you'll roll a d10.
Oh. So
Oh, what just
7
happened
plus
to the
5.
camera?
Yes.
Ash is vanished.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Did not
That's
see
right.
that
We'll wait
part.
for Ash to jump back in.
I'm sorry, Ash.
I am mostly ham at this point.
I'm Lilith
Mostly
now.
hands.
The irony. The irony that I'm Lilith.
Look, it's just on top of my head again. So, normal.
We'll. That's all right. So we'll
That's what I see when I look
we'll
straight.
grab
ahead.
the numbers from
All the
Jeannie while
gifts
we're
of
waiting.
Saz are gonna be like,
it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's only ever
Very
partial
good.
Saz. That's the rule for gifts.
I mean, you brought it on yourself when you picked a character that is very
Mm.
small.
This is so dumb. This one's the 10, isn't it?
Yes.
it's the one that
It will
looks
have
like
a- it
would
will have a
hide if you
0 on
stepped
it.
Yes. It does.
Just like Promethean's handle.
Correct.
Hey.
Ooh.
Alright, so that was a 7 plus 5.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Hey,
So that's just to make, like, to see if I
It
hit it or not,
is.
right?
oh,
And then this is the damage.
Well, it would be the damage
right?
if you'd successfully hit, but unfortunately.
Sorry, did you? Sorry, hang on. Sorry, did you roll? Sorry, did you roll a d20 to hit, or did you roll a d10 to hit?
A d20
Yeah.
to hit.
Okay.
Okay, good. Just checking. Because when you held up the d10, I'm like,
or
oh no, I
maybe
hope
not.
you didn't
Can
roll a
I
d10.
re-roll? Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
New player, let me re-roll.
yeah, she's so new.
Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna reload the save.
Save scrub the
Oh, no.
campaign.
All right, let's.
Oh, the
get-
chaos we could make.
Honestly.
I've been rolling a d6 this entire time.
Oh no.
I've been rolling at disadvantage, and I don't know why.
That's why I got a 22 in initiative.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
Let's do that. All right. I believe everyone's in place, but we are still waiting for Ash to come back.
Oh, good.
Which is fine. Yeah, so essentially that firebolt just flings immediately straight past. Wait, oh, hang on, this is interesting. We may have a second Ash arriving.
Oh gosh, we have 2 ashes.
Suck with
Ah!
that.
It's truly so many ashes.
Hello, I'm sorry. I just need a minute. It's
It's-
fixing itself. I'm
It's
so sorry.
absolutely fine.
How
It's
dare
not
you,
fine because the internet's been
Unacceptable.
good for like
It's not fine
days,
for
and
you.
now
I'm cool with it.
it's you're cool with it. I'm not. Hang on. Let me disconnect from this one and join with the actual camera. This is
Ash has
bullshit.
truly
I'm
been
so.
counting down for this moment for so
Yeah.
long.
I have. I am literally
know.
about to cry. You have no idea. Hang
Oh.
on. I'm gonna join the other call.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway.
All right, sorry.
So it did not hit. Is
hit,
that what I'm hearing?
correct. That firebolt kind of zings down the hallway past its
Zing.
target. Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice little light show, I guess. Oh, well.
Yeah. Next up in the initiative order is Sal.
Manila.
So where's Vermilion again? Where? How far away?
behind you.
Behind
Hey,
me.
Ash.
God damn.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
I
She's
fixed
back.
it.
Amazing.
Guys, if you're thinking of buying Dodo for their cheap internet plans, don't.
Mm.
Absolutely
Not-
do
not
not
sponsored.
do it.
Don't.
No, it's like whatever the opposite of a sponsorship is. I am actively encouraging you not to do it because they're the worst and they just don't give a shit.
Speaking of the worst, Sal is up in combat.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Okay, so there's the 2 that's behind behind Kaori and myself. So having observed the missed firebolt and being somewhat disconcerted by the whole thing,
Quite a misfire.
let's play with some new toys.
Oh.
Oh,
You'd see
no.
Sal spin around towards them. Not do a whole lot, but there'd be this wave of sort of almost tangible force that would suddenly explode out of him as I'm going to use Flay. So
Jesus.
that's a 15-foot cone. So I'm going to try and just hit both of these guys. And it's an intelligence saving throw. And my DC is 15.
Sure. Let me get the correct stat block up. For which reason we may come back to Genie shortly, but that's fine.
Why?
No reason. No reason's bad anyway. It was my screw up, not yours.
He
He
stuffed
very
up.
much did, but that's
I
absolutely
hit?
fine.
Did my barking fireball actually hit? It didn't just like bounce off the wall? Or
We will come back.
It may be
that.
ricocheting back as we speak.
The boomerang.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hits the back wall, ricochets
What was the
backwards.
DC on the saving throw?
15.
Both fail.
Okay. So
They may
They-
be shadows, but they're not smart.
each, that's not great. So they each take 6 points of psychic damage. Now I have to roll a strain check.
You do.
Oh, right. I remember.
Because this was a second order power. So basically I've got to see whether or not I suffer a negative consequence from
At
using
which
that.
point it would be a good time to point out that Hamish is making my life difficult by using MCDM's the talent class. Yes. So
Yep,
and
correct.
so that wave of force, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? Like from
I think because it would be almost invisible, but there would be this sort of tangible, so like the air would shimmer with just the intense force that it sort of explodes forward from probably an outstretched hand. from Sal, who then proceeds to completely fuck his strain roll
Correct,
up.
because this is like a higher order in this power set that you have, right? And so there's a risk
Correct.
to Sal for using it. So walk us
Yep.
through how strain works for that, please.
So
Pull his
basically,
back.
the way strain works is that every time I use anything over a first order powers being the equivalent of a cantrip, I have to roll at this level a d4. If I roll over the level of the power, then I don't suffer any consequences. If I roll equal to the power, then I gain 1 strain, and I'll get into strain in a sec. If I roll lower than the power, then I suffer 2 strain, or I suffer the number of strain equal to the power that I've used. So in this case, I used a level 2 power, and I rolled a 1. So I'm actually going to get 2 strain from doing this. The way strain works is that basically it can affect my body, mind, or soul. So at this stage, I now have to pick 2 of the following. So I now have got disadvantage on strength and dex checks. And I cannot take the dash, disengage, or dodge action. So everyone would see him do this and then just stagger back slightly as if the effect, the effort of it was just simply too much.
Brilliant.
However, for a bonus action, as he staggers backwards, he'll kind of almost put a hand out to Kaori to sort of almost steady himself. And as he does and touches your shoulder, you get this little glimpse of the future. And I'm going to use the glimpse power. So basically, the next attack roll made against you is at disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
So it's almost like you get this little sort of precognitive glimpse of something potentially
attack.
attacking you, so you're kind of prepared.
And it's less likely to be
That's awesome.
successful. That is very awesome. There's some very cool stuff involved with
you.
the talent. I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, but I basically suffered the worst consequence of trying to use something.
That's right. And with that kind of glimpse of the future, Kaori, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you feel a very familiar feeling as an energy kind of courses through you, not quite in your control and almost absolutely out of it, but you're able to regain some form of direction over the magic that you previously cast, and your firebolt reignites in the spot where it was, and it does in fact hit the shadow that you attempted to attack earlier.
Yay!
Well played.
So,
Wow, what a fake out!
that was so good. Do you want me to
Yeah,
roll
roll
it
some
to see how
damage,
much it
please.
does? Okay,
Roll the damage.
that's a 6.
Magnificent. G'day.
There we go.
Describe for me then, Jeannie, how that particular shadow ceases to exist, please.
Oof. Okay, so the fireball is gonna go straight for the middle of it, kind of like lodge itself in the center, and then very slowly just like burn outwards until the creature's just gone.
Brilliant.
Did I say 9 earlier? I mean 10.
Reroll.
Okay, very good. Okay, the shadow immediately next to that one will then attack Sal. And we're going to do that as... Okay. So oh no, it's only 14, Sal. Is 14 going to hit?
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that's going to be... Ooh, okay, that's going to be 8 necrotic damage on Sal. And I am afraid that your strength score is reduced by 2.
I will make a note of that.
Brilliant. One of the shadows outlined in this fairy fire will make an attack on you, Kaori. And that is going to be a 10. So your armor class, your AC.
It's
Brilliant.
11.
Okay, so it is unsuccessful. Well, that was on disadvantage, so that was even without disadvantage, so we might hold that off and let you keep that for my little screw up before. Brilliant. In which case, we come to Malia, please.
Okay, so how many shadows we got
So
left?
there's 3 left. There's the
And based... Oh, sorry. No, you go first.
so there's the 2 that are between you and Sal and Kaori, and there's 1 left on the other side of them currently.
And like based on having fought a few things in my time, do I get the sense that I could stab a shadow?
I think we have previously established that your weaponry
Could stab a shadow?
well, no, you know what?
Maybe not.
Not your standard set, no.
You're mean to me.
But we'll say that you will absolutely know that though. So I'm not.
Yeah,
that mean.
cool. Cool.
Actually, sorry, no, I'll take that back because it's a resistance.
That's not
it's
correct.
A resistance. It's
That's
not
not
immunity.
correct.
Yeah. So
Actually,
you were aware that your standard kit won't be as
Less
effective as any magical weapon.
Okay. But I can stab it. Okay, great. I am gonna move up to the closest shadow to me then, and I'm just gonna draw 2 daggers, and just stab directly into where I would perceive the chest to be of a
Sure.
shadow.
you have advantage because of the fairy
Indeed.
fire.
Hot. Okay, so that's going to be 18 to
So
hit.
hits.
Okay, great. Which will be 6 points of damage for that one.
Lovely.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to withdraw that dagger and just slash with the second one. Do I get advantage like every time I attack?
I think all attacks are
Okay,
with advantage.
cool.
Yeah, because
Yes.
they're highlighted essentially.
Yeah, cool. I get maybe a little bit too excited, and that is an 8 to hit. This time.
Well, that's quite sad. No, that does not hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just kind of slash slightly short, and hope no one noticed.
Just turn it into like a cool little finger spin with the knife, just like you always meant to do that.
Yeah, just like posing all cool, like don't fuck with me.
Excellent. Is that it? We got anything else up your sleeve?
No, not currently.
Okay.
Visible frustration though.
It's a given. Lilith is up, please.
Yes. So did Malia and Tiny Wing attack the same shadow or different shadows?
Different shadows.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at one of them. You pick. I don't care. One of the highlighted ones, and I'm just gonna go to Lua Loose and just cast a guiding bolt at it. Nat 20. So 26 to hit. Did I get it?
You done did good.
I got a nat 20 and a 2, so thank you for that advantage, Envy. What is that? So I'm gonna roll and then double. We just rolled this. Yeah. Cool. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 points of damage. Radiant damage.
That thing is obliterated. How exactly, please? Whoa, that sounded like some kind of an alert that I seem to have on the channel. I'm so sorry. I forgot that was the thing that happens here. God.
Good.
But hey, thanks for the follow, John.
So she just goes to Lua Loose, which is Dradic for be gone, and it is gone. It just hits it and poof, gone.
Okay, brilliant. So we have 2 of these shadows then that remain. And that brings us back to the top of the order. So Vermilion, you're up, please, when you're ready.
Oh boy, these things are not as tough as I thought, actually. Okay. I'm gonna take out, I guess, my quarterstaff, and I'm gonna go up and whack the other one that's highlighted. Give it a good old whack, if
This
you will.
quarterstaff, is it magical in nature? Give it a good whack first, anyway. See how you go.
Good advantage, don't I? So that is 19 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. I'm using both hands, so it's going to be 1d8 instead of a d6,
Lovely.
because absolutely fuck them. Can't find a d8. Here we go. So that's 4 plus 1, 5. It is non-magical in nature.
Okay, so it's halved.
So it will take half of that damage.
Okay, done.
Yeah, take that, you darkness!
It truly barely even recognizes your existence. I'm sad to say.
I believe in a thing called love.
Marvelous.
Sorry, wrong darkness.
If that's it from Vermilion, to Tiny Wing, then.
Yes.
Thank you.
So it's one on either side of Sal and Kaori, is it? Or
Yeah, so there's one opposite them from you and one between you currently.
Alright, cool. So that one that's between Tiny and Sal is we're just going to blast it again because it worked so well last time.
With advantage, if you will.
Oh, thank God. So one otherwise. 13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, it does hit. Excellent. Here's my D10 gone. With a 5 damage.
Cool. Excellent.
Hey, Pro, can you do a mod thing and just allow that link in the chat if you don't mind?
Maybe. But yeah, I think we can make that happen. How does Tiny Wing destroy that shadow, please?
Well, as we know, her Eldritch Blast, when it hits somebody, it shatters like a purple stone hitting the ground. So it would be really cool if that also happened to the shadow, that it too turned into tiny little purple shards and just disappeared.
In which case, it does so. That's definitely the view of it. So it does, as you say, shatter and kind of falls to the floor. You watch from that kind of more physical form that it has momentarily when you hit it, appears to kind of dissipate into the shadows thereafter, though. So it doesn't remain after that point. Anything else from Tiny Wing?
I still have my movement. How far away would Sal and Kaori be?
Oh, within 10 feet. So you've moved in.
She is there. She is over there. She's off to find Sal.
Am I? Thanks, John. Okay. All right, sorry, Saz, run that past me again. So Tiny Wings.
She's off to get up next to Sal.
Yeah. Okay. So you just kind of saddle up next to Sal then, yeah, and.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. Kaori, you're up next. There's only a single shadow that remains.
So because Firebolt's a cantrip, I can just keep using that, right?
Certainly can.
I'm gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna try hit it with Firebolt, because if I Thunder Wave or Thunderclap it in here, it's probably not gonna end too well. So we're gonna stick with Firebolt. Know your limits, Kaori, basically. And that was the D20 plus 5, right?
Spot on.
Or what's 19 plus 5?
Heaps. What's 19 plus
19 plus 5 is a lot.
Does that hit?
21.
That's such a flex. I love that.
Like, wow.
That's also just me being
like,
bad
it's
at
gone,
math.
it's dead.
Okay.
It's the player equivalent of being the DM and being like, does a 37 hit?
Jesus. Yeah, it absolutely hits.
Oh, I got a 1.
Oh no.
Bad. Really good hit. Really not strong fireball. It was just a little fizzle.
Yeah, so look, it was a good hit.
Good.
It is.
This is going well
it
for
truly
us.
is. It's
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. That's the punishment for hubris. Your dice will always betray you if you celebrate too early.
Dice Christ knows what the story needs.
well, we shall see. Because in as much as it seems, you can tell the shadow is a little bit peeved at that attempt and is going to once again try an attack on Kaori, and once again will fail miserably
Lucky.
to
Oh,
do so.
shame. That sucks.
Which brings us to Malia, please.
I thought Sal was before me.
Yeah, you're right, Sal.
See, I got you.
Thanks, buddy.
He was really
We're not
frail.
friends yet, but you know.
Yeah. Still not feeling great after a slightly failed attempt earlier. Sal's face will brighten significantly upon seeing Tiny Wing. We'll have a look at the other the last shadowy thing, and we'll just try to crush it using psychic stab. So that's an intelligence saving throw.
Again. Ooh.
Right in the mind.
Okay. What's the oh god.
15.
No. Miserable failure. Stabbed psychically, the shadow is.
So it takes 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Well, you guys are chipping away at this thing. It's not going away in a blaze of glory, unfortunately.
Chipping away.
Yeah, oh, that's right. And so.
Hey, we're really strong.
Prove it. Specifically you, because you're
up. Great.
You got this, best friend.
I've barely just missed and done a little spin or something, and I will move up to the last remaining shadow and attempt to stab straight in the gut of this thing.
Not with advantage, though.
Not with advantage, though. It's okay though, because it's a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Look at
What
her
you
go.
got?
Yeah, great. I've got a whole 6 points of
Excellent.
damage.
This time, you are in fact successful at what some might consider to be your actual job, and you dispatch.
Wow! Shots fired.
Working 9 to 5.
You dispatch the last of these shadows. How, please?
So I have just come off doing a cool knife spin that is really just failure, and I've moved up and I've just gone gut stab, and it just like you know how you see smoke rings dissipate, it just kind of the dust settles, and I'm just gonna be just sheathe both of those immediately.
Very cool. All right, congratulations, the shadows have been defeated, and
Oh no, they're feet.
collectively, the 6 of you, as though you could potentially be some kind of party, find yourselves in the same place at the same time in your actual bodies for the first time.
Are there torches in this crypt that we can see?
There is a torch that Sal had given to Kaori.
That's no,
Oh, like
wall
in the
torches, like
torches?
sconces.
No,
Or...
there are kind of shallow grooves beside the larger room side of that entrance to the narrow hallway going down to where the light is down that hallway. So you would think that maybe some incense might have been burned, in those grooves.
Oh no, I was going to be like, I use thaumaturgy to set all the torches ablaze, but there are no torches to set ablaze. So that's fine.
But I am holding a torch.
You are.
Now
Just kind of standing there looking at everyone.
yeah.
Now
just
they're
Sal's-
normal, waiting.
Sal's- Sal will hold out, because I can't really hug Tiny Wing because that would turn her into jam. Yeah.
Ouch.
So we'll just kind of hold out a hand. I'm probably there's probably some kind of already small tradition. I don't know.
Little wing flaps.
Yeah. Fist bump. I don't know. And then we'll kind of look at everyone else. Who? I'm very confused.
You know as much as me. I found them. They killed you, or a doll that said it was. I don't know.
But
Was
I
that doll
was-
you?
And
You're welcome, by the way.
I think Vermilion's going to stride forward and just like hold out his hand and be like, "Hey there, my name's Vermilion, Rope Inspector. This is my best friend Malia, and this lovely but polite and kind of scary demon lady is Lilith. And you're welcome. We saved your life. That'll be, I don't know, 5 gold."
well, hold on.
Malia will actually look like
I-
she's holding back a laugh, like
feel like-
genuinely, like
This was a bit of a team effort in many respects. I mean, you know, Tiny Wing was doing her thing, and my new sort of gestures to Kaori, new person. I don't know, but
Oh, so
it was
you
a
want to
group.
join our
Hi,
team?
I'm Salazlo or Sal.
Hi,
So,
Salmonella.
you know-
No,
So you want to
not
join our team?
Salmonella. No,
The joining
no.
fee to join the team is 10 gold. I figured you probably want the 5 gold instead, but you know, whatever floats your boat, man.
I'm
I'd also
very,
like
very
to point
confused
out,
right now.
Tiny Wing did some stuff, and your new person also did some stuff. So, what is it that you do?
I'm not sure. I kind of understand I. What do you mean? What do I do?
I just mean, like, maybe you could have held your own a little more.
I mean those ones like over there. Like I didn't just tickle them. Like I hurt. Though I feel like I'm being judged unfairly here.
He did also free me as well, and
Yes. See.
and he gave me a little bit of cheeky insight to an attack. So
See, I
Okay,
was
great. That's what I
was-
was asking for. I was just asking
And-
for an explanation. I wasn't making an
Right.
accusation, but hey, whatever you want to perceive.
Now that Kaori's spoken,
Oh, no.
Vermilion turns to her and be like, "Hi, Vermilion, Malia, Lilith. You know, oh, and so I'm guessing Zephyr is your monkey.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Not very talkative, but you know."
There's times where he won't shut up, but
Although to be fair, we were fighting demonic dolls at the time, so you know,
oh
not the
yeah,
best
no,
conversation time.
he doesn't like dolls at all. So that makes sense.
So do you guys like always hang out in really damp underground tombs, or is this like a one-off?
No, I mean this is like a first for me. It's not really the kind of place I pick to hang out in. I mean, Tiny and I were just here to like try and find someone, but then like there was shite. I could hardly even remember what happened. It's like there was, there was like a little. I think there was one of those little dolls on the ground, and I touched it, or there was a needle. I don't know. It was all a bit bullshit, really.
Okay. Who are you looking for? Was it Lilith? I think she might be wanted. So it could possibly have been her.
Cell will have a look, and not used to looking up to many people, but will sort of turn to Lilith and look. No. I mean, if she's wanted, then great, but it's not who we wanted. What was Tiny? What was the person's name?
If I'm pronouncing it correctly, I believe it's Velcure. Velcure.
Belchior or something.
Velcro.
Velcro. Sure.
Dr. Velcure of Dr. Velcure's Home for Wayward Children.
Yes.
Oh, the guy from the sign.
That's the one. But so, what are you? Well, hold on. Kaori, wasn't it?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I was just trying to find somewhere to stay to get out of the storm. Honestly, and then there's dolls, and I just didn't like it. Now I'm underground, and like Kaori's very uncomfortable being like in enclosed sort of spaces, because obviously it's very opposite to being out in the fresh open sea air. So she's very like just keeps stammering a lot because I suck at improv. But
Not an issue. It's a good thing to point out. We actually chatted about this the other night, right? So at no point do I expect any of you, although I know some are more inclined than others to go like full, method acting on explaining stuff out if you're role playing stuff. Like a description of the thing that you want to get across is absolutely fine, right? If you run into trouble for that, that's not a problem.
Beautiful. But yeah, so that's it. She just stammers a little bit and basically says that she was just trying to get out of the storm.
Seems fair. And the three of you, you're all here. Are you after this Valkyr?
Could you describe to me what you mean by after? You're like hunting him down?
No, not hunting him down. I mean, I just heard some stories that he had some interesting trinkets and stuff, and piqued my interest. Tiny, I think you had some other reason or something, I think.
I did. I need to get some information from him in the nice way, not the way you people stab people way.
But I mean,
what do you mean, you people?
I saved your friend, so once again, you're welcome. I will regret to inform you that I believe the doctor is on an expedition and has not been seen since. So I don't think here is where you're going to find him. And Promethean, please correct me if I'm absolutely wrong.
That is what you have been told, yes.
Thank you. Next.
Well,
okay, this is going great.
This is great. I mean, so, well, I mean, I guess, like, thank you for poking me. It
You're
was
welcome.
not the most fun I've ever had, but I mean, it was better than being a little dull. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's nice to be appreciated finally after baiting you for so long. Hey, Lilith, I feel like you always have something smart to say, and I'm a little concerned that you haven't done so yet. And when I say smart, I don't mean like intelligence-wise. I just mean like some sort of a quip.
Thought I was the one who used, like, psychic stab.
No? You just, okay, sure.
Hey,
Stand
what's
there,
that down
looking
there?
unintimidating. Look over there.
Towards the light.
Excellent. And I will get each of you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Outstanding.
As Vermilion.
I've never been so intimidated by a look I should in
Yeah.
my life.
It is.
That
it's
was
up
me
there.
not knowing what to say, so you're good.
Perfectly done.
Malia 20.
Perception.
I'm a Leah 20.
Perception. Plus 5. Ooh, 23. Get wrecked. That's actually what it says.
I rolled a 3, so that's a 1.
Sweet.
Ugh.
I rolled a 16.
I rolled an 18 minus 1, so 17.
Wow, this purple vision is great.
I know, right?
Yeah. And Saz.
10.
Okay, so everyone except Sal. And not relying on the vision explicitly, but you will hear from the direction of that very dim light what sounds like some kind of low, almost chanting kind of noise.
Sick.
Cool.
So
we gonna-
Sounds ominous. Are we going to explore it?
Yeah, are we gonna go that way or do we like go back?
why
I think
would
we should leave.
Vermilion, I will be absolutely fucked if you and I separate. So I think we will all go towards the chanting and make sure all these kids are safe.
oh,
Can I sidebar with you really quickly, Malia?
I mean, sure, let's
Thank
go.
you. Thanks. Okay. Just take like 2 steps over and be like, hey,
I'll
look,
also.
like I understand, but at heart, I am very much a coward, and I do not like this at all. And I think we should leave.
If Vermilion allows, I will place 2 hands, one on each shoulder, which is actually up for me because I'm quite small.
Not that much. Not that tough.
And I will look up at you, Vermilion. I will be like, listen, I'm going to need you to get your shit together because we're going in there because there ain't no way I'm going to leave this place with those kids having like demon witches or like some crazy undead or like something scary
Okay.
hanging
Get it
out
together.
here.
Got it.
You know what? I don't care if you hide behind me, but keep in mind if you do so, I get quite close. So, hide in a corner. I'd rather you do that and leave the cave.
Got it. Hide in the corner. Do it for the kids. I think. Okay. I think I could do it.
Hey, and remember, you weren't even a rope inspector before we made it to the boat. Look at what you've achieved in this time since we've been together.
Listen, I don't think you realize this, but like, I'm really just winging this confidence, man.
Oh, honey, I'm aware. I'm so aware. But you're doing a good job at it, and that's
Thanks.
what matters.
Do you think the other guys noticed?
I'm gonna look at everyone else that can probably hear this conversation.
Yeah, this is
because we're literally only 2 steps away. And
correct. It's one of those things. It's like, do they realize that we can hear them?
I'm gonna look back at Vermilion, and I'm gonna be like, no, I think they don't know. I think you're doing a real good job.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you got this. Just deep breath. And remember that you helped solve a murder. You're a rope inspector. You're a lawyer.
That's true.
You're good. You got this. Now you just gotta like fake that confidence into being some sort of a fucking killer. Like, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
great.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I turn back.
I'm gonna like.
I'm ready. Let's go.
And also turn back and just.
Lilith is gonna reach out and boop Vermilion on the nose and cast guidance. Just to make him feel a little better.
Sal is going to look at Tiny Wing with a distinct look of
what
the actual fuck have we walked into the middle of?
I'm not the most scared person here, Sal. Oh my god.
I know, that's quite remarkable.
It's never happened before.
So do we just like follow this lot, or?
I guess.
I mean, if there's more of these like shadow things come out, I mean, they seem to be pretty good with the stabbing and the hitting and the other stuff. So I guess it makes sense.
And they seem to know more about what's going on here than we do. So
this is true.
For now, maybe.
Okay. Sure. Makes sense. Okay. I mean, hey, Kaori, you're sort of. I feel like with like there's them, and then like Tiny and I know each other, but you're sort of like this over here in your own little pod. I mean, are you comfortable with coming with all of us, or?
So Kaori's gonna, like, during the whole previous conversation as well, just constantly side-eyeing Zephyr, who's on her shoulder, just like chattering quietly in her ear, just kind of like trying to listen, but also trying to like get him to calm down a little bit. And then at Sal's question, she'll look up, shush Zephyr again, because Zephyr does not also want to be underground. He just wants to get out. But then realizing that it's probably smarter to stay together, and that she's literally got like nowhere else to be, nowhere else to go, and no one else to go to. She's just like, Yeah, yeah, okay.
Well,
Probably so lonely.
So Sal will again reach out and pat her on the shoulder and go, "Look, I'm sure that if we all stick together, we'll be fine." And I'm going to use one of my Fey gifts of hospitality. So it's and technically use the help action, and it will give temporary hit points. So Kaori, I rolled like shit. That's not great. But
No,
you get
re-roll.
you get 4 temporary hit points, and so does
Aw.
Sal.
That's cool. Thank you. That's
We'll be
really cool.
fine. We'll stick together, and it'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys, like, you've helped me this far, so, you know, and there's a fellow rope inspector here, so that's kind of cool.
Fantastic. And I don't know why everyone wants to go down there, but anyway, let's go, I suppose.
Yeah, look, honestly, like, I'd probably prefer to stay away from the creepy chanting, but if you think there are children in danger...
What? No, hold on. I
Then-
didn't hear any creepy and at this stage.
That's true, I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
There's
a...
creepy chanting, Sal.
It's down there.
Oh, shite.
Yeah,
Maybe they're
Right.
having a party.
maybe. But, yeah, it'll be fine. We'll
Maybe it's the
go.
rope
fine.
inspectors convention.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, we'll be right. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
all right.
Onward to
All right, so we're
victory.
heading down this down this passageway then towards the dim flickering light and the chanting that not everyone heard. NVC, can I get you you to roll a perception check for Vermilion, please, on your journey down this passageway?
16.
Okay. As you were progressing, and I'll just check. So, Kaori did have a torch that was lit at one point that Sal gave you. So, have you kept that torch lit and you're taking that with you?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yes.
And that probably helps Vermilion then. Spot just out of the corner of your vision, you notice on these walls is a recurring symbol, and it's not exactly the kind of druidic sigils with which you are familiar, but it's very, very similar. And I'll get you to roll then also we'll make this one a history check, please.
He still has guidance, I think.
That's true.
Maybe. Possibly.
We'll see if we need it. Where the flip is history? Yeah, that's not good. That's only an 8. So I think I might use the guidance. The D4, is it?
Yes.
Digging out a D4. So hang on. 8 plus 4 for history is 12 plus 3 is 15 for history.
Okay.
Total.
So you recognize this sigil, and again, it's a repeating pattern down almost the entire hallway, and it's not exactly the same as the symbology you're familiar with, but it does look very similar to ancient symbols for death that you are familiar with. And at that point, you will all exit this passageway into what opens up into a much larger room than where you had been previously. And I'll get you all, please, to open up Albert Rodeo, and we'll take a quick little 10-minute
Wow.
break there.
Wow.
Until we come
Wow,
back.
battle map.
Wow, it's
Wow.
a giant purple
It's a
square,
giant
guys.
purple square.
Oh my gosh. It's a
How fitting.
giant purple gelatinous cube.
It's not a purple
We're
worm,
all
it's a
dead.
purple cube.
Instantly.
Correct. No, we are going to take a quick break there. I'll get that giant purple block screen out of the way for you guys, and then we'll come back in and we'll see what everyone's seeing. Thanks to everyone who's hung out and had a little wordy in chat. We appreciate you hanging out with us very much, and we will return so soon. I hope you're here for it.
There were shadows.
Wow.
We
I
killed
had
them.
to do it
I
episode
remember.
one.
I'm floating.
Welcome to hazing.
I'm floating above the air
bus.
like a weirdo.
Moist,
Oh, God.
moist mound.
Wow, look
Yeah,
at you.
we-
Wow, it is. It is very
Absolutely
moist.
moist cavern.
you are. Hey, speaking of
Wow.
moist,
Yeah,
What?
follow that up.
it's
No.
Sorry.
speaking of moist, are we all feeling really good about ourselves and our lives currently at this moment in
It
time?
is very
Speaking
hot
of
in here, so
moist.
moist is the correct
Yeah,
word.
good.
The only new player I haven't rolled a d10 on is Saz, so I'm just gonna do that for Tiny Wing now.
Well, she's
Oh.
got 2 modes, and you've seen them both.
Yeah, you gotta
now,
roll
so-
2.
Well, here's the good news.
Is it a
You
10?
and Kaori are the same amount of hotness. You're both a 9.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Very good.
It's a big sleigh.
Excellent. I love that. You know what else I love? Owlbear Rodeo. Ta-da! We have a... Wait, no, it's in that direction. Ta-da! Down there. We've got a whole thing going on with the little battle map, and these guys are about to enter this area. But before we
Very few owlbears on this
Before
map.
we do that, Saz, do you want to give us your thoughts on what's occurred over the last hour and a bit or so, please?
My cat's literally sitting on my notes.
Your cat can do it if you want.
There was
The cat can do the recap.
Low-key.
don't tempt him. He's been around a lot tonight, which is unusual. There was a hallway. There were 4 shadows. Shadows went kapoof. We all heard, all of us except for Sal, heard weird chanting. We decided after a couple of little pep talks that we're gonna go and check out what the weird chanting is.
Would you say it was foreshadowing?
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun. God, incredible.
Oh no.
Yep, magnificent.
Just- I
Yeah,
think I
Whatever
think I-
the opposite
Well,
of
here,
inspiration
that's-
is.
I just
Same
took 6 points of psychic
Yeah.
damage.
Ooh.
Malia now gets the opposite of inspiration. I don't know what it
I
is,
feel
but
dirty
you get
about
good.
it.
-2 to all of your
You
attacks.
should.
I can leave if
Perspiration.
you want.
You've got
speaking of leaving.
You've got disadvantage
don't.
on any initiative rolls that follow. We'll need a
Right.
marching order through this corridor, please, as you enter this larger space. Before revealing what is therein.
In terms of pep talks, like, did ours happen first and then theirs, or were they simultaneous, or like, what was the kind of
You guys went
vibe there?
first.
Okay, great. If that's the case, I probably would have likely positioned myself close to where we were heading, so I'd probably be quite up there in the marching order.
I am absolutely fueled by hubris from the pep talk, so I will be up the front.
Lilith would be right behind Vermilion, occasionally casting thaumaturgy just to make spooky noises in his ears.
God. Terrifying.
Like,
It's tried and true thing that has worked.
it's true that I have also read that there's some sort of ancient symbol carved into these walls that is just the symbol for death recurring over and over, which I'm absolutely
Good.
keeping to myself and not telling anyone.
Okay, yeah, well, that was the question, I guess, to figure out while I was putting everyone in their position then. Excuse me.
I think I'll keep that to myself. It's like, ooh, it's like, piss off, ghost.
Oh, now me and Doug's dead.
So this passageway is quite broad, so you theoretically could, most of you, especially given Tiny is
It's more of a promenade than
tiny,
a passage.
correct?
Tiny's going to be back on Sal's shoulder. She's not leaving ever again. Bad things happen.
Cool, easy,
Except for toilet breaks and stuff, because there's got to be boundaries.
wonderful.
Just close your eyes.
Yeah, I'd be if you can walk at
Listen.
least 2 like side by side, I'd probably be up there with Vermilion so that he's not by himself.
Easy. We might even just dump you in the room, I assume.
Hot.
Wonderful. Lilith, can you be yourself?
Oh.
Sal.
This is literally sneaking behind.
Yeah.
Just literally following Vermilion.
Now,
Thaumaturgy.
Jeannie, you currently are the wizard-looking hat, as opposed to having your own
Yes.
Hero Forge thing.
I do have somebody who's helping me with a little icon or something.
Sick.
That's okay.
We love that.
But yeah.
And you've also
An absolute icon.
that's right, and you've also got a very non-monkey-like little icon there for Zephyr as well.
Okay.
In combat, though, Zephyr being a companion is essentially a non-combatant and won't really get involved in
Do anything.
any combat stuff. Yeah.
Unless
He can
Unless
hide in the corner with
Can-
Billy.
He can feed a potion to me when I die.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
I also just imagine that Zephyr's just like sitting there because he's got eyes of night on. I reckon his pupils are just like blown. He's seen more
Like one of
today
those,
than he's ever wanted.
Oh my
Like that monkey in the
God.
V ad.
hey,
I don't think I've seen
Not
that one.
sponsored.
Oh, that's like some real like 2000 stuff right there.
Super 2000. All right. So as you enter this larger space, you find yourself in a roughly square-shaped room, and with, especially those of you with the Uber dark vision.
I prefer DoorDash.
Sure. God. You'll notice on either side of this room what seem like almost. It's as though really thick, large vines have grown and then somehow been sort of changed to metal, is kind of the look of these grated areas on either side of the room. You also see beyond them, between that metal grating and the stone wall, you can see just little bits and pieces of bone, right? Quite clearly that area has been filled up with corpses at some point in time. Immediately ahead of you, sort of lit by candlelight, and the flames of these candles seem a little bit too high, and the source of the chanting, you see a robed and cowled figure, quite large, probably at a guess just below 8 feet or so, in the center of what looks like some kind of arcane set of circles around which these candles are being placed, and you'll see the candlelight glint off of what look like blood-covered bones of some corpses splayed about those ritual circles. I'll get Sal. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. That's -1.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, man. That's absolutely fine. You're lucky to have seen even those things. This figure does not stop their chanting, but in each of your heads, you'll hear a whispered voice. And those of you that were, that were in the house and tussled with the possessed Harding will recognize the voice as the same that warned you to leave earlier. And it says, "You were warned." And from either side of the room, through those metal grates, a series of skeletons emerge. And I'll have you all roll initiative, please.
Not again. Also, I believe for legal purposes, I require all warnings in writing.
Ooh.
That's a D20, right?
Correct.
Yep. Plus your dex bonus.
So +1.
Yep.
I got 7. That's not good.
Look, there's definitely been worse.
True.
True.
So I'll get everyone to read out theirs in just a tick, but one moment. Okay. Okay, so Kaori had... Chuck you in here. Kaori had 7. Vermilion, what you got?
18.
Till I die. Malia.
I got a 9.
Ooh, Lilith.
Check your participants.
Oh god. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looking at the wrong screen. Tiny Wing.
8.
Marvelous.
You need new dice.
Mood. If only I knew somewhere to buy them.
That's Kaori. Beautiful. And no, there we go. Ash is back.
Ash is going to commit a crime.
That's absolutely fine. You commit all the crimes you need
It's
to.
not fine. I'm so cranky at this. This is
You
ridiculous.
take out all that anger by rolling initiative and letting me know what you got. We're going to fight some skeletons for the time being.
19.
Correct.
Hang on, I just have to wait for Albert to reload. Okay.
Good.
So many skellies.
How many skellies?
Some would say we're boned.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Cut my life into pieces.
Okay, so I did miss your description of the guy.
Okay.
I heard robes and then the internet
You
went.
did. So a
It's 3 kids in a trench.
robed, very tall figure, just under 8 foot or so.
Someone taller than
Yeah,
me?
fully cowed.
Do you want me to see how hot they are for you, Ash?
Sure. I want to know what Melia thinks
Oh
of them.
no.
It's a 5 hotness,
Mid.
and which is hotter than Cell. That's all
That
that
is all
matters.
that matters. Correct. All right, brilliant. Yeah, so they're completely, essentially, you are unable to really see any of their features, but you would have also missed that they have whispered inside your minds without discontinuing the chanting that you hear coming from them. A warning of peril, a second warning of peril for those of you that were in the house earlier.
Truly so perilous.
I know I rolled really shitty on my perception check, but did you want my initiative as well, or
Yes, please.
19?
Thank you.
What's your dex?
Shit.
Yeah, 'cause
no
mine-
modifier.
Okay, mine's +1, so I also rolled a 19. So.
Lilith's first.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh dear. Okay. I'm not sure why, but I'm missing someone. That's fine. But that's there, and Lilith is first, so that all makes perfect sense. Wonderful. Now. So first up in the initiative order is going to be this creature that is chanting at you. Now, whilst that chant continues, he is essentially just going to cast Mage Armor on himself. And that will then bring us to the first couple of skeletons who are going to jump in to the action.
Skeletons can't jump. they
No,
have
sorry,
no
I had a
muscles.
whole window go down on me, so I've had to kind of open everything up, and it's completely ruined my
okay, you
life.
didn't need to advertise that out loud.
It's
Yeah.
done. It's absolutely done. Okay, good. Here we go. So, beautiful. Marvelous. All right, and then next up in the order then will be, in fact, Lilith with Lilith's 19.
Sweet. Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, I've got room for this. Lilith is just going to extend one of her hands and hold her holy symbol with the other and just go, Sassoon dose. And she's going to cast Moonbeam directly on the guy who's chanting.
Whoa, incredible. All right.
Hang on. I have the drawing tool. I'm going to draw a circle that is 5 foot
Thank you.
by 5 foot. Maybe.
We love Moonbeam. Big fans.
I'm coming for Emily's title.
You will
Okay,
never
well,
win
it's
my title.
It's a square, but you know what I mean.
Indeed. Would you like to describe Moonbeam for us as well, please?
Just the whole spell in general.
It's a
A
sensible
silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. That's your job. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the light. On each of my turns, I may use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
Lovely.
And at higher levels, it does more damage.
Excellent.
But that is a second level spell. It is my last second level spell. And it is concentration.
Okay, thank you.
So hang on. There is an icon I'm just going to pop on Lilith. Who made the circle so big?
That measures 10 feet, or it did when I drew it.
It's 5 feet.
5 feet radius.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot radius.
So 10 feet diameter.
Mm.
What? Hang on. What? It just says 5 feet.
Should say one. Let's have a look.
It's a ruby beam of pale light in a 5-foot radius, so it should be 10 feet across.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
'Cause yeah.
Don't get mathematical on me. I can't.
Hey, that's why we have collective brains so that we can do that.
One of us isn't nearly as silly as all of us.
Okay, cool. So the concentration tag is now attached to Lilith's portrait.
Oh, that's
I don't know how to remove
look.
it.
That's
So
fancy and unnecessary. We literally just have this up to move stuff around so that you can get a sense of where everything is. So that's absolutely fine.
cool. I might actually step back 10 feet,
Okay.
15 feet, just into the corridor a bit
Sure.
more.
What's the DC on the con save?
It is a 14. I'm pretty sure. Yes, con 14.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to do that until it starts its turn there,
Noted.
as I found out earlier. And that's my turn.
Okay. Brilliant. Next up, we have was Sal, who also had the 19. Yes.
Correct.
Go for it, bud.
Okay, so seeing the imminent danger here, Sal is going to use rapid manifestation, and change. He's going to use the ability intuition. So, Tiny Wing, Kaori, and Vermilion, all of you suddenly get this strange kind of sensation, as if you're able to anticipate what's going on around you. This is the concentration ability for me. Every time you take damage, the damage is now reduced by 1d4.
Yay.
Mm.
The rapid manifestation changes it from an action to a bonus action. And then for my action, Sal pulls out like this little velvet bag and opens it up, and you see something float up out of it, and I'm going to use invisible force to try and ping the closest skeleton with what appears to be a rather large marble.
Okay. Excellent.
Don't lose that.
So that's it's an 18 to hit.
18 is definitely going to hit.
So that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Brilliant. Very good.
And I might just shuffle back a little bit beside Kaori.
Yep. And so what does it look like when you whip this marble at the skeleton?
It's very, very simple. It's literally just, it would open up the bag, you'd see it float up, and then it would almost be like he'd make a throwing motion as if tossing it. But of course it's not in his hand. It would just shoot at an incredible velocity across this thing, across the room, and smash into the skeleton.
Okay, great. Vermilion, you're up next.
Okay. Doing it for the children. Not afraid. I'm not afraid. I am going to Cast Entangle. And I'm going to cast it on the chanting guy.
The moonbeamed
I'm going to draw
chanting guy. Go for it.
Correct. So I'm just going to draw a little square real quick with the drawery tool. Square.
I believe you.
Thank you. There we go. It's actually harder to move stuff than I thought. There we go. So they will need to make a strength saving throw. The DC is 13.
Sure. 17 will save. And so entangle consists. What does entangle look like down here in the dark?
So in the dark, it's like you see roots like coming up out, bursting through the ground like tendrils, and sort of attempting, I guess, to wrap around the legs of this robed creature? Question mark. All in this like 20-foot square, and although they would probably fail to grab hold of it, they do sort of remain on the ground, making it a little bit harder to traverse in that area if one was to try to.
Yeah, and so as the vines then kind of reach out for this figure, he reaches out a hand and seems to magically almost push them back down, which is why they're unsuccessful in grabbing him. Now that stays there while you it's a concentration spell, yeah, so it'll stay there
for a minute.
Yep. And does that save need to be redone each turn, or is it
no, it's only the one time, but it is now difficult terrain.
Gotcha.
If they want to move.
Easy. Thank you.
Let's mark that off. And I'm going to then take a step backwards and hide behind my leg.
Brilliant. Okay, the other group of skeletons will progress. And then up next we'll have Malia will be next.
Cool. Thank you for that.
I'm going to need you to take care of this one.
Cool. Despite just being hidden behind, I will move. How many feet? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Just to here. And I'm going to, again, just withdraw both daggers and stab straight at the one directly in front of me. So I'll give that a go first, I guess.
Lovely.
Yeah. And that will be a 19 to hit.
It's so going to hit.
Okay, great. So that will be... Oh, gosh. 6 points of damage, because that seems to be the number tonight. Okay. And then I'm gonna, with my second dagger, just strike out against it. That being said, do you know what I've forgotten multiple times tonight?
I do.
Is sneak attack. Yeah. So that one's gonna take sneak attack.
Sure.
But imagine forgetting your abilities. Like I've done in every campaign I've ever played in.
Truly so sneaky.
So that's going to be 5 additional points of damage to that one.
Great.
At which point I will then strike again at it for a 17 to hit.
17 will hit, easy.
Great. So it will take an additional 5 points of damage.
Cool. You absolutely obliterate the skeleton upon first meeting it.
Great. If I've done that, then I'm going to, because I still have movement left, just move into melee with this one.
Gotcha.
And that will be my turn.
Love.
I will actually yell out. I will say, "Hey, I could use y'all's help in here. If you could move on in."
And with that
That's it.
Tiny Wing, please.
Oh, from the safety of Sal's shoulder, she is going to cast Sapping Sting at the skeleton in front of Malia,
Okay.
which is a con save of 15.
Fails abysmally.
Woohoo! Well, it takes 2 points of necrotic damage, and is prone.
Yikes. Let's make this guy upside down to indicate pronehood for now, shall we?
Upside down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Prone as bro. All right, and then Kaori is next up, please.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a plan. It might be a little bit crazy. Okay. So I'm gonna need your help with this one, everyone. So
Good.
my walking speed is 30 feet. Does that mean I can move, like in this action, I can move 30
Correct. Yeah. So movement.
So 6 squares.
Yeah, movement and
6 squares.
and your actions.
5 foot per square.
Is there a way, like, okay, hang on. I want to get like as close to the middle of the skeletons on the right hand side as I can.
Mhm.
So how close?
How far can you move? 30?
Not far.
Yeah, can we go on the other side of that skeleton though?
That's the furthest
Yeah.
you could go.
Yeah.
Can I do
Go
that?
for it.
Okay. Amazing. I do that. I don't know how to do that.
We can drag. So we go. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Nice.
You are so welcome.
Okay.
What a slay.
Now,
Zephyr with you?
no, I'm gonna leave him with
Okay.
Vermilion for a hot second. Sorry, I'm gonna just tell him to stay back and stay with you for a second.
Hey, bud! Good to see you again.
Can I then? Now, okay, Thunder Wave is like around, like in every direction, 15 meters, right? Or
No.
is it just in front?
It's 15 with one. It's a 15-foot cube with one edge originating from you. So, for example, if you're standing there, you could do it like this, or
Yep.
like this, or like this, facing in that direction. So one edge would have to be on you.
Okay, can I do Thunder Wave facing towards the two on the left?
Yo-yo.
So
Is it
like
gonna
that way.
reach? Yeah.
Will that reach, or am I too?
So let's say
Thunder
if it's that, and then it's a cube, so it should just collect the last one, that back one.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna try that if that's cool.
Go for it.
Now what?
I'm just
Uh,
pulling up
yes.
Thunderwave so I can answer that
You
for
hear
you.
just one. You hear one
It
word
says-
of ACDC's Thunderstruck.
Oh my god! It says con
Thunder.
13.
Yep. So they make
Easy.
They make a
Amazing
con
roll.
save.
Yeah.
against
Right.
13.
Okay. And
But they're gonna fail, right?
Possible that she's just gonna blast their joints out of place.
one of them is going to fail. It's gonna
Ooh.
and it's gonna be the one closest, the one on the left.
The one closest fails.
It does.
So then
Yep.
roll the 2d8.
Yep, so you roll
2d8.
I got an
thunder
8 and a
damage.
1.
Excellent. So it's 9. Hmm.
So is it half damage on a save?
Yep, half damage
I was
for a
about to say that.
save. And if the one that didn't save is pushed 10 feet back, directly backwards from that point.
So we'll say, oh, I need the right thing. So we'll say 5,
Which would be like-
10.
Missing my old sorcerer character.
Yeah, there.
Excellent. Okay.
This is going to turn into skeleton ping pong so far.
Oh.
Just blasting them all the way
Yes,
across from
correct.
one side to the
I'm
other.
pretty excited for skeleton ping pong, to be completely honest.
You move them, I'll prone them. Right?
Rack them up.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Thank you. Kaori, anything else up your sleeve?
Probably not.
Okay. in which
Are you wearing sleeves?
They're rolled up at the moment.
Yeah.
excellent. What's your movement, buddy? Thank you. All right. So at that point, then, from the darkness in the rear recesses of this area,
Not the recesses.
not the recesses. A shadow mastiff emerges. It is a
Could be worse. Could be another.
canine-like creature that you see appear quite literally as if out of the shadows.
It just sort of melts out of the shadows.
It does, and then it bounds quite happily, like the good doggo that he definitely is not. And
Oh, this is what you were talking about, the foreshadowing.
correct. That's exactly right. And heads in your direction, and then we've got old mate up who started his turn in Moonbeam. We're back to.
On 14.
Thank you. Or with an 18, I'm afraid that is a pass.
It's okay, he still takes half damage.
What is the damage?
If I could read the numbers on these dice.
The one downside.
5,
Okay.
but halved of radiant damage. In case that is a thing that needs to be taken into account. I think it's radiant. It's radiant, right?
Yeah, it's radiant.
Yeah.
I don't believe that does need to be taken into account. I'm sorry, but that's fine. Thank you. He's not going to move from his position. He's going to continue this chanting at this point in time. Okay. Beautiful. Next up, we have our skeleton group over here. We're going to start moving in on Malia.
Sick. I've lived my life for this moment
You
specifically.
have.
Live by the bone, die by the bone.
It's like,
It's not,
Just getting
it's not
boned.
actually their turn yet, so they can go back. And the prone skeleton. Does the skeleton become unprone at the start of its turn? It does, right? But that's its action.
It can expend
takes half your
it can
movement.
expend,
Yeah.
half its movement to be unprone.
Yeah. Look, sorry about that.
I'm gonna prone some skeletons.
All right. Magnificent. All right. So, Malia, you've got 2 attacks coming your way from both of those skeletons. One's going to be a 14. The other's going to be a 7.
The 14 will hit because meat speaks.
Beautiful. 4. 7 piercing damage.
No.
Yes.
No, I object. I have a lawyer on my
Yeah, you
side.
shouldn't have gone so aggro on the skeletons then, I guess.
Oh well.
Excellent. And then we are back to Lilith, please.
yep. I just had to scroll through so many pages to find the thing that I was looking for. I really like the tablet version because it gives me the whole list of everything as opposed to this. Anyway. Of what? It doesn't have a... Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna do a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just my concentration token. Oh, now my concentration token is running away from me.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to move. Actually, no, I'm going to move to this one here, like in a diagonal, and I am going to once again present my holy symbol, and I'm gonna do a little chant of my own that I haven't thought about, and I'm going to channel divinity turn undead. Every skeleton within 30 feet of me has to do a wisdom saving throw, but I don't know what the DC is. It doesn't say. I think it's probably just the 14 of my my spellcasting DC? It literally just
Yeah, it's
says
the
wisdom
same.
saving. Okay, cool. Because it just says wisdom saving throw, but it doesn't tell me what the DC
Yep.
is. So everything within 30 feet. So hang on. How do we? Where's this?
We got a ruler. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we've got so many
be-
rulers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a king,
So-
an emperor.
Fucking
So
hell.
all of them except that one on the far
Yeah.
right, and the dog
And the
just
doggo.
misses.
Yeah. Okay. Easy.
Has to do wisdom save.
14.
You are not the goodest boy.
14 wisdom, yes.
All right. Not a single one of them passed that saving throw.
Okay.
All
They,
right.
hang on, this says channel divinity no, oh wait, no, hang on, there it is. Okay. So it says channel divinity no action, and then it says turn undead 1 action. It's like, why bother having the distinction of no action? Anyway, no, where is it? Come back. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails the saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can only take the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Beautiful. You done.
Cool.
Run away!
You done scared some bones. You did good.
Excellent. Just let me see if this one other thing is concentration.
Scaredy bones.
It is. Never mind. That would be my turn.
Okay. Excellent. Sal, you're up, please.
Choky spooky. All right, let's get a bit
I'm
closer.
sorry, what did you just say?
Mm.
Bless you.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Good.
Which
Does.
I think this one here that was prone was the one that's been. There's like one that's been hurt, like I had it with under marble or something.
Yeah,
and-
spot on. Same one.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna ping it again. Another marble from the little bag. It's a 13.
13 on the skeleton, I believe it will hit. Yes.
That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, okay. Okay. And that is all. Actually,
yes.
being vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, how exactly does your flying marble of doom destroy this skeleton?
Just straight through the skull, and it just disintegrates in a shower of bone shards everywhere.
Okay, excellent, done.
Why?
Yeah, exactly that. It has been slayed.
And we'll just lock eyes with Malaya just for a second, as if trying to send that moment of doing stuff.
I did it. Yeah, good for you.
You did good.
If you were locking eyes with her, she would just look at you like,
Can't tell if you froze for a second
Yeah.
or if you just like held that pose
Oh.
for a hot minute.
I was
Like, I was
waiting
like-
for a quip.
Yeah.
she held it.
Yeah.
She held the pose.
She frozen? No.
She's not.
I was just imitating Ash.
Speaking of Ash,
I'm
so
sorry, Ash.
the skeletons then.
Oh, I thought you meant earlier.
No. The skeletons then that Lilith has turned will begin their fleeing from Lilith. Correct. And it was, and that one's unaffected. Were the two?
So it was everything except the one on the far right. you said.
including those
Yep.
on the left, wasn't it? Okay.
And the dog. His dog is fine.
Yeah, Muffin's fine. And the one that's in combat,
Did you just say his name was Muffin?
yeah. It's just how I refer to dogs in general.
Hate that.
Like, now we've got to tame him and make him a friend. God
Yeah,
damn it.
now he's friend.
Malia will get a attack of opportunity on the one.
Which she will fucking
I'm
take.
sure.
Of course. Okay, great. 21 to hit.
That Absolutely hits.
That'll be 3 points of damage.
Okay. It kind of.
That was a close hit, though.
Yeah. Look.
But in hitting that, it is now no longer scared. It loses the effect of the turn
Yeah.
undead.
Well, sorry about it.
We'll
But
pull him back.
she
in
needs
No,
to
I'm just
get
saying. I'm just saying it's
little
going to stay there
pumpkin.
now.
It's fine. All right, Magic. He just sort of starts to shamble off, and immediately cops a knife in the back of the head, and just sort of turns around to just say, "What are you doing?" And is back in the fight.
I hope he actually says that.
It doesn't, because it doesn't speak. What with not having vocal cords or a tongue.
And it rattles its bones angrily at you.
Yeah, that's right.
Brrr.
And it is now Malia's turn
What?
proper, please.
Okay, great. Well, having just stabbed this skeleton apparently in the back of the head, I'll just continue on my merciless rampage and keep stabbing. And the first one will be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, great. It will take 7 points of damage.
Oh yeah, this thing is messed up, and its unlife has ended. In what way do you tear this thing down?
So, stab in the back of the head, and straight back out, and then just straight through the chest, like straight through the actual rib cage bones, out the other side, and then just pull straight back through as it kind of crumples to the ground.
Excellent.
Pull his arm off and hit him with it.
I could do that, but ain't nobody got time for that.
Vicious.
Everyone.
Anything else for Maleo?
Yeah, because I've still got movement
Mhm.
speed. So I'm going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to hold there just for now. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to hang out there for a little bit.
Brilliant.
Await my next turn. I'm just going to steady myself, look like I'm evaluating the situation. And hold for now.
Okay. Tiny Wing, you are up next, please.
I was just looking for my token. I'm like, where is she gone? She's gone. She's so small.
Under Vermilion.
Yeah, she's
There she is.
super tiny.
Super tiny.
It's in the name.
Alrighty, so yeah. Pretty much, yeah. What do we got? We have 30 feet, 5, 10.
So if you're constantly sitting on my shoulder, does that mean Sal's a mount? Or
Y-
I guess. Maybe. Okay, now that we're there, I am going to cast. Where are you? Bane on the weird robe dude, Muffin, and let's go with the Skelly that's beside Muffin for a shits and giggles since it's up to 3.
Sure.
That would be a charisma save of 15.
Excellent. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Of 15.
Mhm.
Alright, so the Shadow Mastiff and the Skeleton both pass. The road figure, which kind of as you come closer, you can see a little bit more of this guy's features. And they're not pretty. He seems to be ashen skin. His face seems kind of a little bit too long, especially in the jaw.
I know I'm pale, but come on, man.
And he is affected by Bane.
Fabulous.
So would you like to explain for us, please, exactly what Bane is going to do for that guy?
Well, since this fellow has failed, anytime he makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, which is it's a concentration for up to a minute, he must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Magic.
That'd suck if
Literally.
he was standing in something like a moonbeam, for example.
Wouldn't it? Yep. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marvelous. And Kaori, you are up.
Hello. Again. I'm a use 120 feet. That's
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's
Okay,
truly a
I'm
lot.
gonna measure that. So
Is that
I'm
the
gonna-
range?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use magic missile. It's a second level spell.
Yep.
It doesn't have a hit / DC on. Oh, is that because it always
It
hits?
always
Is that
hits.
right?
Always hits.
Okay. And it's 1d4 + 1.
Go for
So
it.
I just
And
roll
Who are we
d4s.
firing that at?
There's
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
darts, is there not? And you can pick 3 targets or 1 target 3 times,
Yes.
or whatever combination of those things.
When
And
you
it-
cast, oh hang on, oh sorry, this spell using a spell slot of second or higher, it creates 1 more dart. So does that mean I get 4?
4. Yep.
Okay. So I'm a aim for the 3 skeletons in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So that one, and that one.
yep. And then I don't want to hit the dog.
Hit the dog.
It is a.
No.
Oh,
It is.
hang
It
on.
is. It is truly the baddest boy.
It is a very scary looking creature of pure shadow, with teeth that look very much like they want to erupt
Oh,
into your
goodness.
tiny human skull.
You called it muffin.
Yeah, true.
What's in a name?
Yeah, but it's kind of like naming like one of those big dogs princess.
Okay,
True.
I'll hit the dog as well then. It's
How
fine.
could you?
Boy.
Oh, no. It is not truly an animal creature. It is a construct,
Shadow.
essentially, of this summoning of shadow with magic in dog form.
That I'm just gonna use the app to roll.
Yeah,
Ugh.
go for it.
Ugh. I got a 1, so it's 2. Yeah.
Okay, so you just
Okay.
call out which target for each set of damage, I guess, yeah?
Do I get to roll for each one?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's right, yeah? It's individual damage rolls for
Hey,
each target?
it's your fucking game,
Yeah,
bruh.
it's like-
Whatever you decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeannie might know more than I do about the thing. I don't know.
Jeannie's experience is Baldur's Gate. Like-
Go for it.
Okay, so do the one that's right next to the dog.
Millions!
Give
Stop
that
it!
the 2.
Sorry, go again. What was that, Jeannie?
The one that's on the right of the dog.
Yeah.
Give that the 2.
Yeah.
The next one was a 4 + 1 for 5, so hit the dog with that one. Next one was a 1, so that's another 2. So give that to the skeleton closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one, which is the one in the middle, gets a 2 as well.
Alrighty. Done.
So
All dead. Well done.
Yeah, congratulations. Everything in this room is now dead. No, it's absolutely not.
No,
Why
it
did you
is.
TP
just said it
chaos?
is. You just said it is. How dare you?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I mean,
Hold him to
technically,
his word.
given that most of it's skeletons, it is already dead.
Indeed.
True.
It's undead.
Whose
didn't
side
use
you on,
thunderclap,
man?
so-
We're just gonna re-dead them.
Look, we've already established that I am a master debater, so
My god.
Fair.
I've also wait. I can't do a cantrip at the same time, can I?
Not unless it's a bonus action.
Yeah, you can use a
No.
bonus action specifically to do a cantrip. Yeah.
oh, or you have. I think
It
you
has
have.
to be. It has to be have a casting thing.
If I have
bonus
weapons,
action.
can I do that with anything or no? Like a crossbow?
What
Only
about
if it's in bonus action.
What about sorcery points? If you have quicken spell, can't you cast one as a bonus action, or does that just replace the action and then you can only do a cantrip as an action? I don't know how sorcerers
Apparently,
work.
I have 4 sorcery points.
Do you have quicken?
Bonus.
Yeah,
bonus
it depends on-
actions Is actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting, or Misty Step.
Hey, you can Misty Step somewhere.
I think I'm alright where I am at the moment.
No, go right up to the
Oh.
Go
guy.
on.
Do it. No, we're joking. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Sorry, what's meta magic? There's distance spell and there's twin spell.
No. So if you have meta magic quicken spell can be used to turn spell
Twin
with a
spell is
casting
fun.
time of twin spell is fun. It can be used to turn a spell with a casting time of 1 action into a bonus action. But I'm not sure if you can only do the bonus action and then have to do a cantrip as the action, or you can use it to cast 2 spells in a turn.
But
Does anyone who knows
I'm pretty
sorcerers
sure
want to weigh in?
twin spell, for future reference, it means you can take a spell and use a sorcery point to cast it at 2 targets
Correct.
instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
instead of a
long as
single
it-
target.
Yeah, as
long as
long
it only
as it's
targets one.
incapable of targeting more than one creature.
In
Yeah.
regards to the quicken spell stuff, it still adheres to the same rules as casting multiple spells, so it's always a leveled and a cantrip. Unlike Baldur's Gate,
Hot
which
shit.
lets you just do
whatever you want.
Yeah.
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 Which is insane.
Yeah. Okay.
Or it's homebrewed.
Yeah, or it's, well,
Mm,
It's house rules.
it's totally not though.
Or unless Promethean, you can just convince him that it's the rules.
yeah, which it
Yes,
is.
is
if you
true.
can convince him it's the rule, it'll work.
So
Hey,
does that
Promethean,
mean
did you know that my daggers can aim at everyone at once?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, so you've got a boomerang, is what you've got.
yeah.
It's
So
a
I could
boomer
have
dagger.
used distance
That's what happened
spell
when my
to make
grandparents called.
Oh my god. I could have used distance spell to make, just for future references, to make the thunder wave earlier hit further. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
But you lose like one of your sorcery points to do so, which you don't recover until, is it a long
A long
rest,
rest,
Saz?
yeah.
Or you can turn a spell slot into sorcery points, and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you can turn them into a spell slot. I don't know if you can go spell slot backwards though.
Don't
Okay,
know
you
what
can
that
in
is.
Baldur's Gate.
Fuck you, Baldur's Gate. You've ruined everything.
Don't be mean to Larian Studios. How dare you?
Yeah. No, it says here you can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points as
A million!
Go.
Sorry, this is important.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh god, look
Anyway.
at
That's me done.
that's
I'm
not
done.
ominous at
I
all.
can't wait to see where that's going.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Right, all right, so that's Kaori.
Fireball.
In which case, the Shadow Mastiff then is going to move towards Tiny Wing
It's not that big.
and just lets out a terrifying howl. And any humanoid creatures then within 300 feet need to succeed a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw to ignore that completely, please.
What's the range?
300
Just out of
feet.
curiosity.
Oh, okay.
so all of us.
Just
Okay,
so
great.
none of us.
Just out of curiosity, what is the effect of that? Because I'm immune to being frightened.
Excellent.
You are also a Fae and not a humanoid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
What am I rolling?
What saving throw?
not rolling
D20 and add
Yeah.
what saving?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving.
Oh fuck. Can I do that?
Laughing in cleric.
21.
Nice.
25.
18.
7.
Okay.
Get, and I cannot stress this enough, rep.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sal's not humanoid either, right?
No. Yeah, he's deemed a humanoid.
Oh, what'd you roll?
I haven't rolled anything yet.
Okay.
I was just working
out.
working out whether I was going to do something.
Okay.
For the effects of
A
for the
backflip?
effects of spells, like stuff like that, I think you'll find all like I certainly don't have an immunity to fear or anything like that.
Okay.
It's got immunity to spells.
Yeah. Okay. I rolled a 19, so that's 17.
All right, easy. In which case, only Kaori then will be frightened.
Oh no!
Oh, buddy.
Will be frightened for the next minute.
Oh no, it's scary.
Because you disadvantage.
But on the plus side, now you have a reason to hit the dog.
So you'll have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls whilst the Shadow Mastiff is in your line of sight, and you can't willingly move any closer to the Shadow Mastiff for 1 minute.
Boo.
Correct. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure you get another save at the start of your turn, though. You can try another save at the end of each of your turns. And so a turn, so combat gets real clunky, right? Especially in this game, especially when we're doing it with like a virtual tabletop, and especially when it's me running the thing, so it can take ages. But each of these turns basically makes up 6 seconds of like real world time. Yeah.
Right.
So
Just like in the movie.
yeah, exactly.
Just like the movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
For the next minute's worth
Which
of
I'm pretty
those
sure most
turns.
of us saw. Oh, not even most of us saw together. That's wrong. Sorry. Take it back.
Jeez, way to make me really sad, but thanks. I appreciate that.
Well,
Yeah. So you should be. You're trying to kill us.
Yeah, incredible.
Eat shit.
Saving against Moonbeam then with a minus D4, hey? What was the DC for the Moonbeam save?
14.
Okay. Well, that's painful for me, isn't it?
Well,
Alright. In this instance then, just does not save. So what was the damage for Moonbeam?
Also 14. An 8 and a 6
Ooh.
of radiant, if that makes anything better, because you haven't really indicated that.
Okay. Great, alright. Thank you. No. Alright, so the Moonbeam then, so this thing's been largely ignoring everything that's been thrown at it so far, until it's no longer able to kind of sustain its concentration on keeping this chant up. And suddenly smoke begins to rise from this tattered robe that it's wearing. Bits of it start to kind of flake away in the heat of this Moonbeam.
oh, flaky.
As its skin, which you can see is kind of torn up in places, and already looks quite dry and papery, it also starts to burn in the Moonbeam, and the chanting stops. You see the light of these candles kind of go back down to a kind of a normal candlelight kind of size, and the room gets a bit dimmer. And he settles his gaze directly on you, Lilith. And surely that's within 120 feet, right?
Nah.
Whoa.
Is it Finger of Death? Because I'm fucked if it is.
Power
Nah.
word kill.
It's totally not Finger of Death, no.
That would be so bad.
It's okay if he's a wizard, he's only got like 12 hit points left, but you know, just access to powerful spells.
The www.zzardd.com.
He casts Grave Bolt at Lilith with a nat 20.
Ooh, what is
Ooh.
Grave Bolt?
No, it doesn't sound good.
No, I feel like
It doesn't sound good.
It truly doesn't.
I didn't realize we were on honor mode.
It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what this looks like is, so having kind of stopped this chanting and being ripped into
Oof.
by the Moonbeam, his initial reaction is immediately, as I said, just to lock Lilith in a death stare, and he does kind of reach out a hand to you. And those of you who have some kind of attunement into magic can almost feel this sense of necromantic magic draw itself from this large crypt or some kind of ancient temple that you found yourself in, and he wields it through him, and he
Why is it like next so much?
will hit you for 16
Oof.
necrotic. I'm going to assume necrotic damage.
Did you
Okay.
say
It is
16?
Yeah, 16. It
He-
is, and
he
it is
crit,
in
it's all
fact
good.
necrotic.
Okay, that's the crit damage, right? That's not normal damage. That's the double damage.
You got super lucky on the rolls, and that is the crit damage.
Yeah, it's like he didn't roll a 16. did he?
Yeah, he didn't roll 16, did he?
Uh.
So I want to know what that spell is later.
Sure.
It's a
If-
good
I
thing.
just had-
that
you
I
can
just
tell
had
me
a-
about it
It's
later.
Exactly that.
Excellent.
Da.
So I think Lilith immediately starts bleeding from her eyes, her nose, and her mouth because that was a lot of damage.
That's very anime.
Indeed. Lilith is also concentrating currently, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But so
Oh,
that's a
So
con save. So
DC
if I
10.
oh DC 10, okay,
Yeah, it's 10 or half damage, whichever's
Okay.
higher.
even if it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 19. We're good.
Okay.
17 plus 2.
All right, brilliant.
Still conk.
All right, I just want to have a look here. He's not taking extra damage if he moves out of that moonbeam, is
Why
he?
am I getting anxious now? Fuck you, Promethean.
It's okay. It was just crit damage. It's fine. Also,
No,
I'm
it's only
super
when he
vulnerable
starts
to
in the
necrotic.
moonbeam.
No, I'm just kidding.
And he will then...
He is in difficult terrain, so he's going to have to expend double movement to move around.
He is. And he's just going to start striding out as best he can in that difficult terrain.
So he's still in the moonbeam.
Partially, for the time being, yes.
He's going to start his turn in the moonbeam again.
How much movement did he just use? Just 5 feet.
Yeah, he only used 5.
Right. Good to know.
Which means he actually used 10.
Yeah.
Well, he used... He's now used 10. There you go, and he's out of the moonbeam. But
With
still
20.
entangled. Alrighty. The skeleton that's frightened, and oh no, that's turned.
Oh shit! Not now.
Yeah. No, you're good. We still got you. Or is it your headset?
Oh, not right.
It's
We can hear you. We can hear you. It's fine. We can hear you. It's gonna be okay.
all...
No, it's fine. It's good. Oh no, that crit took out her internet. Oh shit.
Cast guidance quick. She's
Hey, in this moment though, Mims a lot. Hey, thanks for the raid.
Hey, Mims. Mims a lot and
Hey.
friends, welcome. We are in some combat. How have we been? We'll give Ash some time to return. Give Lilith some time. Jesus. All right, we'll give Ash some
Also,
time
Really-
to
really-
return.
really
Before
did
you
you
give
crit on her
Promethean
internet.
all of the love because this is Promethean's first stream for the Sword of the Skulls on its new home.
Correct. Thank you, Emily. Welcome to the Law Rights. Correct. New home of the Sword of the Skulls campaign. We'll also have the end of this month. We're going to be running a Call of Cthulhu one shot, which will be super fun.
You can also direct
Excellent.
your absolute hate at Promethean because he's hurting us and we're just little guys.
I'm
Just
Let me in.
little
I'm
guys
doing my
so
best.
sorry, guys. This is.
It's all right.
I'm so
Don't
Don't
sorry.
stress.
Nah, you this
Ah.
was timed perfectly because we got an amazing raid. Like this was a great timing.
So what have the Mims lot gang been up to? Tell us real quick while we get Ash back on deck proper.
What you doing?
More importantly, why?
And then while that's happening, maybe we'll
Howdy.
run around the table and just have everyone do a quick little rundown of their characters for us, please. And we'll start with Saz. Thanks.
Hi, I'm playing Tiny Wing. She is literally the tiniest, sweetest little fairy you are ever going to lay your eyes upon, except when she turns goth. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, she's a 9 out of 10.
And then...
Hell yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, correct. Malia.
Speaking of goth, let's turn to our early 2000s emo gal. And that's Malia Redwood, who is, you know, a humanoid assassin rogue that looks like they could be stolen out of a Fallout Boy film clip. And that's about it. That's me.
Brilliant. Kaori.
So Kaori is a human who was raised on a pirate ship. She is a sorcerer with a fun affinity for wild magic. And she has a little pet monkey called Zephyr. And
Brilliant.
she likes fire.
Salazlo.
Yeah. Hi. I'm playing Salazlo, the Hobgoblin, and Mr. Promethean was crazy enough to let me use the MCDM, the talent class, which is all about psionics. And I don't know what I'm doing half the time because this is all over the place. So yeah, it's fun. It's interesting.
Certainly has been. Vermilion.
Hey gang, I'm Vermilion. I'm a rope inspector slash lawyer and slash, I guess, for mechanical purposes, a druid. But most importantly, I am terrified.
Very good. We'll allow Ash to give us a description of Lilith.
I'm
Oh,
still here. I'm just audio.
Yeah,
I'm
excellent.
just waiting for. I'm just on mobile data while I'm waiting for the internet to come back on.
okay, go for it.
Oh,
Tell
you
tell
got
us
this.
about Lilith real quick.
Lilith is a 6'9", purple-skinned, behorned. Is that the word? Tiefling, Twilight cleric, currently dressed as a fighter, and bleeding from all of her
Horrified.
facial holes.
Whoa,
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I think it's come back.
sure.
1.
Shut up!
Hey, stop that.
yeah, no, that's an entirely fair reaction. Ash's internet has not been playing nicely. It's been very unkind.
It's been unkind. It's been a sad,
It's
sad day.
truly so rude.
Okay, but Mimsalot has been exploring the high seas. Whole team almost perished to a ship leech last episode. Going to a backstory location next round is gonna be spicy.
Cool.
I need to know more about ship
Whoa.
leeches. Like, is
Yeah.
it a leech the size of a ship?
Oh, God, no,
leeches, and
that's
also like
fucking
what?
terrifying.
What do you mean by spicy? What genre of spicy are we talking about?
Okay, am I back?
You're totally back.
Leech spicy.
Yes.
You're back.
They are back.
You're in position. You're good
Oh,
to
and
go.
we got a raid. Hi guys, welcome.
Indeed.
Thank you for a raid. I
Hey,
didn't see that
Ash is
because my
here.
internet was not working.
The reskin.
All right, we happy? We good? We got.
Okay.
We've got
I'm not
this.
happy or good, but I
Fuck
am
some
here.
shit
so-
up, Ash. Take all your dodo energy out on the people.
On an actual dodo.
So the single skeleton over on the left there, whose turn it currently is, will continue their fleeing.
Just running away.
Correct. From our Twilight Cleric. And then, Ash, yes, you can take out all of that rage and anger, please, as Lilith is up next.
Lilith is just gonna start like whining, being like, "You actually hit me. Literally, no one has ever done that." And then she's going to wait, I've got the wrong tool on. She's going to. Where was I? Here? Was I here or here?
Somewhere
Yeah,
there.
You were there.
Doesn't.
That's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move over here and I'm gonna go, Malia, I've got something for you. I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding, and over the both of us, I'm going to throw 1 pinch of dust of disappearance and make us both invisible.
Whoa.
It does not require concentration,
Yeah.
and
Wrecked.
it lasts for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes.
I have a question.
Mm.
Yeah.
If I attack something,
Yes, it will, but it's just like the invisibility spell, except I don't
To put
have
out
to
any
concentrate
spell
on it.
problems.
so like if I do attack something, I'm
Yes.
immediately
Advantage.
okay.
Yeah.
But you
to
are
know.
also attacking with advantage, so
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
and it's mass sneak attack because no one will see you coming.
exactly.
Good to fucking know. Good to know.
Isn't it?
Promethean,
Double sneak.
get rickety wrecked.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Sure. That's absolutely
And then
fine.
just privately, she's gonna like keep wiping the blood off of her face because
Still not clean.
it was so much damage. And that is boom. That is my turn.
Okay. Brilliant.
Thanks for giving me all those extra doses last episode.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. In which case, Sal is up, please.
All right. This might not be the smartest thing, but Tiny's kind of up in the face of everything, and Sal's not down with that. So 5, 10, 15. Sal's going to charge up.
Buddy.
And I'm going to use another use of my rapid manifestation to unleash another flay, which should get Muffin and Captain Caveman, who's behind him.
Whoa. Okay.
So that was an intelligence saving throw, I believe.
Hey, buddy.
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh. And what was the DC for it?
15.
Okay, both fail.
Okay. So they both take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Easy.
So is the big dude still up and doing his thing?
He is.
All right. Then I will use my action to cast or to manifest Psychic Stab.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Ooh.
that is an intelligence saving throw.
Brilliant. Same DC. 15 was it?
Yep.
Okay. Fails.
All right. So that's a D10 psychic damage. So that's 9 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
I do have to make a strain roll.
So, for the sake of Mimsalot, then, and friends who jumped in with the raid, do you want to run us through the strain mechanic again, real quick? Also, for my benefit, because at some point I'm going to need to actually learn this properly.
So the strain mechanic is every time I cast an ability that's second order or higher, I have to roll a dice. That dice actually gets bigger as you go up levels, but at the moment it's a D4. I have to roll basically higher than 2 to not suffer the consequences of using that. If I roll equal to the number, I gain a strain. If I roll less than the number, I gain 2 strain. And those strains will give me things like disadvantages on checks. So at the moment, because I failed one earlier, I've got disadvantage on strength and dex checks. I also can't dash, disengage, or dodge. But I did roll a 4 on that check, which means that I don't suffer any strain from using the ability.
Okay, brilliant.
And that is everything.
Okay, thank you. Which brings us then to Vermilion.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So I think I would like to, free object interaction. I'm going to take my pack off and just kind of put it next to the wall here and probably put Zephyr with it and be like, hey, buddy, I'm going to need you to look after this for me. Thanks. And I'm going to drop concentration on the Entangle. As a bonus action, I would like to use my Spirit Totem ability. And where's my drawy thing? There it is. So what happens then is like this manifestation of this giant spectral, like brown bear will come forth, and it like lets out this aura which engulfs this area, just here.
Okay.
And every one of my allies within that area is going to... Where the flip is it gone? There it is. They will get temporary hit points. So 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah.
And you will have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while you are inside that area.
What a sleigh.
So the spirit's going to hang around. Then I'm going to start using my movement to run, I guess, towards the big guy. And as I do that, I'm going to use my action to wild shape. And you see, like, Vermilion starts off the movement. And as, like, he keeps stepping forward, it's like one of those... I would say it's like one of those Animorphs book covers where it just gets less and less life. And so you see like his skin becomes more reptilian. The arms sort of pull in at the elbows and like become claws. The face just elongates into this like sort of lizard like snout with these large teeth. And by the time he has moved the 30 feet forward to be basically level with Tiny Wing, it is not Vermilion anymore. It is a Velociraptor.
Dinosaur.
Incredible.
With Vermilion's like green mohawk.
Yes. All right.
Oh my god.
Look, this ultimately is on me. I should have had a bank of potential wild-shaped critters ready to drop into Owlbear Rodeo, but I do not.
Just need truly so many creatures with green mohawks.
Correct. Now I'm kind of glad, because you're right. Everything you could possibly ever turn into needs to have Vermilion's little green mohawk, I think, and I'm absolutely fine with that. So, next time on the Sword of the Skulls, Okay, excellent. Thank you.
That is my turn.
Brilliant. Alright, it's Lilith over there. The remaining skeletons here are going to continue essentially just running away.
Don't forget,
they...
they took damage from the magic missile,
Oh,
so they'll be.
yeah, this one.
I was
did,
also going
right?
to say, they can't see me anymore. I don't know if that affects the way that this works.
Because you've gone invisible.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just like they fear my aura, or they have to run away from, because it says hang on, where's it gone?
I'll say because it's
yeah.
no longer applicable to 3 of them. We'll leave them there, because they would have lost the frightened condition. The other one,
It's not frightened, it's turned.
turned. Sorry, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how that works.
The others.
That means you get to decide for me.
Yeah. The one that's still turned then will just keep running in the direction that they were, assuming that you haven't they're a skeleton. They're just acting essentially on compulsion.
They don't know.
The point where that magic was cast is the point at which they will kind of flee from. And then one of these skeletons then will roll up in on Kaori.
It went way too big. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to do
Oh
something
my
funny.
god!
Whoa.
I just thought...
Oh, brilliant. No, I love it. Thank you.
I can't make it smaller. Wait, yes, I can. Here it is. Okay. Stop it! Oi! I've got my fingers on it.
Oh my god!
So we just hide Vermilion time being and leave
Jesus.
dress mask.
Where's the mohawk?
Can you zoom in on that to show people how stupid?
It's a chest mohawk.
Yeah, that is exactly what's happening now.
Hang on, let me just make this big. There you go, guys.
Whoa.
Just in case you were
Jesus.
Good god!
All right, thank you.
I don't know how big a velociraptor is in 5e.
Kaori, one of these skeletons has slashed at you with a completely broken and kind of shattered blade that they've drawn with them from the edges of this room. But they only rolled a 7, which I believe is under your AC.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a absolutely useless miss on their part.
What a loser.
What an
Sucks for you.
absolute loser. Bringing us around to, courtesy of some dust of disappearance thrown by Lilith, the now invisible Malia.
Let's fucking go, Rogue.
Let's fucking go. May I ask, oh merciful DM, should I attack anything whilst invisible? Would I maybe get advantage?
Yeah, absolutely you would.
Oh, fucking oath. Okay, great.
Unless that thing can see you, despite you being invisible.
Do I get the sense that anything can see me?
Within that amount of time, nothing in your immediate vicinity can see you. I take it you're going to move in a direction, though.
Move in a direction?
Yeah.
Maybe. So 5, 10, 15, 20 is where I'm going to move. Do I get the sense that anything can see me?
No, it doesn't look like you've been noticed at all.
You know, it's been 7 episodes, and in this time, we've fought multiple things, and it's been stressful, and I just want to save the children, and there's just all this fighting going on, and all this stress, and if you could see Malia in this moment, I guess what you would see is these dark eyes, just the pupils going, like, fully dilated, and you would watch as like her arm just like wraps around this guy's throat, and she's just gonna absolutely bite into the throat of this evil fucking being.
Yes, she fucking is.
Sick.
And she's gonna do it at advantage,
Yeah, she is.
which is a natural 20.
Whoa!
Nice.
I mean,
It's not much damage, but you know, it's hot, and that's what matters. And in this moment, I will become visible. So for those of you that can now see, you will just see my arm around this being's throat, as I am like biting into its neck. It is going to take 6 points of piercing damage, which I will heal in the time being as well.
Okay.
There's a time being?
Where
is it?
Where is it? Who knows?
Just, hey, I'm not saying foreshadowing, but foreshadowing.
Can only you see the time being?
Yeah, correct. And I believe because I haven't used a dagger, that will be my entire turn.
Okay.
Would this be considered a potential grapple?
No, because
No?
that's its own
It's fine.
attack.
I'm not intending
and
on. I'm not intending on doing that. It's just like
Yeah.
It's just a
I don't
dominance
like.
thing, really.
I don't have it in front of me, but I don't recall that attack
no.
specifying
It's
that
just
it's
a
also a
dominance
grapple.
thing.
Yeah, and look, as you say, absolutely hot.
We lost Ash.
Oh no!
Oh
That's all
no! Not in this really hot moment.
It's
Sorry, I mean,
truly the hottest of moments, and we will wait for Ash to return then before we
absolutely.
drop into
Did you say
territory.
Ash more like Crash? Is that what you just said in between?
No,
But you just did, so
no. But you did, so you're the one who's responsible for that
Yeah.
phrase now.
It's fine. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem.
we will wait for Ash
Um,
because Ash will never forgive me if they miss kind of the next moments. Then I guess which will be fine.
Bit where Malia starts furiously making out with this villain.
Yeah, I'm never biting this person. We're just macking on.
I just for clarification, like, you know, when you actually make the attack, right, you lose invisibility. Is that at the point where your teeth sink into it? So that's what everyone sees is when you drop invisibility.
Absolutely.
It's you sinking your teeth into this thing.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to stay on voice for the rest of the night, guys. I'm not going to bother fucking around with trying to get the internet to work.
That's okay.
Told you.
I'm
an absolute
pushing us
fan mode.
towards
Like-
a wrap up pretty soon, so you won't have to. Sit
Yeah,
on this
I
too
figured that we're probably getting close, and this is just fucking frustrating as
An
fuck.
actual rap.
I was hoping you just ended fucking, but okay, let's keep going.
Whoa, incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, so to MVCDN's question then, the point of invisibility, I guess, is going to be, in this case, with the grab, right? So
Yeah.
you would see then Malia kind of re-emerge. And so this is a large creature, right? Like it's stooping down.
Yeah.
But
she's a little being.
It's leaning in for a kiss.
yeah, but this
She's like a 5'4" little human-looking thing.
and this moment demonstrates just how hurt this thing is, right? And so Malia pulls it down, and there's
my back.
barely any resistance to it. And in doing so, you'd have to pull back the hood, and what you see is a disfigured creature with, again, aged, pale, almost flaying skin, just kind of drooping off its face in places. So I don't know how hot that continues to be when you succulently
I'm not saying it's hot. I'm
bite
just
into
saying
its
I am.
neck, potentially. And so this thing is pretty burned up from the damage that it took from the moonbeam earlier as well. And puts up very little resistance to the bite that you undertake. Next up, we'll have Tiny Wing, please.
I am going to maneuver myself so that I get a clear shot around my good friend Sal
Mhm.
and Eldritch Blast Muffin.
Okay. So this
Oh, damn.
Shadow Mastiff cops an Eldritch Blast. Go for it.
That would be 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And one of these bad boys. Oh dear God, that was terrible. I rolled a 1 for damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Anything else from Tiny Wing?
I may take this opportunity just to move back just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Okay, very good. Next up is Kaori.
So, I am. I don't know why I say hello every time you're like, hey.
Hi.
You're like, it's your go.
Hello,
I'm like,
I'm still here.
Hi.
Hello, it's me. I am going to use Firebolt on the skeleton closest to me.
So
That's
Firebolt is a
possible.
ranged attack, yes.
So that would
It has
be
120 feet. Am I not allowed to use it on that one that close?
you can, but it's usually at
Yeah,
disadvantage.
correct.
Alright, I'll use it on the one up next to it then.
There's nothing
Yes.
preventing that, right? I can think of off the top of my head.
But
No,
it's
you can
still
do it. Just pray for the good
Yeah,
dice.
it'll still be at
I
disadvantage
don't
because
trust
you're
my
in.
dice right now.
It'll still be at
Yeah, 'cause
disadvantage because
it's-
you're in melee combat. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, can you please stop licking me? Thank you so much. I just
Don't tell
need
me what to
dodge
do.
the dice here.
Wow.
Alright, so the hit DC is +5, and that was just a d20, isn't it? No?
Yes. So you're
Yes?
still gonna take a crack at the
The one that's
fireball
up. No.
with disadvantage.
Yeah, the firebolt.
Yeah.
No.
So it'd
wait.
still be in disadvantage because you're in melee combat with the other one.
Oh.
Because you've got this thing up in your grill trying to stab
Yeah,
you with
yeah,
the
yeah.
rusty blade, so it's tricky.
These weapons that I've got in a list here:
Mm.
crossbow, dagger, quarterstaff.
Yep.
Can I just hit it with one
You
of
can
those?
absolutely smash the
Absolutely.
shit out of it with.
Okay, can I just smack it
Yeah.
with my quarterstaff?
Go for it.
I
Well,
guess.
you can try.
So what do I roll for that one?
So that's same deal. So you'll roll the d20 to hit, and there should be modifier with that weapon on. I'm not sure what the app looks like on a tablet, so I can't say for sure if it's included.
Or I'm
there.
on the web
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
page.
You'll still
but-
have your hit/DC box, so that still counts as your what you add to your hit.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, thank you guys for bearing with me.
No,
No,
that's
you're right.
absolutely fine.
Alright, I need to hop down. Thank you so much. I love you, but like, you're too much.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 2.
Oof.
I don't really. Hang on.
I'm gonna say.
But that's not +5 because that was just firebolt. So
Yeah,
So
so
it'll-
that'll be your plus whatever for the quarterstaff, but with an AC of 13, it's unlikely to be successful.
Yeah, that's completely fair. So don't even worry.
Hey, but you gave it a red hot go, and that's what counts.
Yeah, I tried to smack it, and I'm just not real good at NPC stuff.
That's absolutely fine.
I can't smack that. All right, that's just can't do that. Not today. Not happening. Is that all I can do?
Yeah, unless you've got anything in bonus actions that you can throw into the mix.
No,
That's okay.
I don't.
So the Shadow Mastiff is up, and it's going to try to bite Sal, but it will fail miserably. And then we are back to our recently bitten by a suddenly appearing Malia. Mysterious robed caster.
You said mysterious roach?
Mysterious robed, I guess.
I was gonna say what?
I mean, it's a robe. It's not that
Correct.
mysterious.
So he's essentially down on one knee and kind of looks back up at you after taking
Wow.
this bite. Yeah, that's right.
Proposal
Yeah,
after
he is.
first bite.
That's right. And
Look.
looks at you, Valia, and will whisper, "Why, I loved you. Tell
Sorry.
me, do I taste like home?" And then we'll cast
Ooh.
invisibility. And
It's fine because I'm still holding him close to Tiny Dancer.
the attack's finished, so I'm going to say that in this instance you're no longer holding him.
Okay,
He
it's fine.
slips into invisibility, and as he does so, the remaining skeletons all just fall into piles of bones to the floor. The shadow mastiff lets out a small whimper, and also similarly just dissipates
Oh no, muffin.
into the shadows surrounding it and Sal.
I mean,
And congratulations, when we return next session, the three of you, who are not our most recent players, will in fact have leveled up at the end of that combat.
What?
yay!
Congratulations. What?
Oh, that's.
A leveling up in
Excellent.
this economy? Correct.
I'm doing it now. I
Whoa.
don't care what you say. It's happening.
It's good to be
immediately.
level 10 finally.
Wait,
Wait, did we manually roll hit points or no?
it's a great question. We'll cover that.
I did. I don't know what you guys.
We'll
did.
cover that over the course of the next amount of time. Because yeah, I honestly do not remember. Hey, you guys though, thank you. Ash especially, thank you for persisting with your technical issues, issues, and hanging out and being awesome, and for making Malia invisible, because that was sick. It was a very cool move thrown out. I think that qualifies as my favorite moment for the session. And we'll run around real quick and grab everyone else's.
I just realised I was muted the whole time.
Oh no!
I just thought you guys were ignoring me.
No, totally not.
Oh,
Yeah. So sorry. I asked. Is combat officially over
Combat
now?
is officially over, yes.
Okay. And there was something else. I don't remember what it was. Mustn't have been important.
Did you want to give Velociraptor Vermilion scratchies?
No.
Scritchies behind the ear.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I want to, so I figured maybe that was it.
Just stroke the mohawk, my dude.
All right, we'll run around real quick. We'll grab everyone's little favorite bits for the session if we can, please. Saz, did anything stick out for you?
Malia asking Sal if he, does anything. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Fair question.
It is a fair question.
Yep.
I do genuinely feel bad. So I give Ham a lot of shit, but like usually
It's fine.
can't
It's
believe
totally
it.
fine. Can't wait to finally kill her.
Do it.
Indeed.
uh-oh.
Emily, anything for you? What do you got?
Vermilion becoming a mohawked velociraptor was fucking cool.
Yeah, what a
I
lot of
didn't
utility
see
we
that.
got out of that.
But also like using the descriptor Animorphs book
Yeah.
cover, like because I can visibly see that in my mind. I was like,
I feel like it's a good,
Like-
it's probably a good point of reference to look
It
at what a
was
transformation looks
cool.
like.
Also, like truly that moment, like the juxtaposition between I'm so scared I'm gonna hide behind you into I'm gonna fucking become a velociraptor.
The trick is
Like,
to turn into
that's
something braver than
cool.
me.
Yeah.
That's cool. I enjoyed that. I thought it was really well done.
It was super cool. I also enjoyed it. Hamish.
Oh, I was gonna call out the Velociraptor stuff as well. That was
No,
just,
can't.
yeah, but that's
I
kind of
stole
Whoa.
it. Sorry.
stolen my thunder,
Rude.
just like you stole my soul with your shade earlier. So
It's okay. You'll just have to get over it.
it was cool to just get back into the groove of this whole thing. It's been a while since that first session. I'm just actually getting like interactions between everybody, because the first session we were kind of sort of scattered around and we could actually kind of get together and have a bit of a talk.
Classic
kind of-
Promethean starting a session. Sorry.
A bit of a talk. Hi, who are you?
Yeah. I feel like Vermilion needs to like have a business card at this
You
point.
owe me 5 gold.
Yeah.
Excellent. MCTM, favorite little moment.
You naming the Shadow Mastiff just the most innocuous, cute name to then stop us all from attacking it.
Yeah.
How dare?
Sorry about it. Excellent. Jeannie, do you have any fun little bits for you?
I loved Malia and Vermilion's little 2 feet away chat that they were having, and then he's like, "No one can hear, right?" And it's like, Yeah, sure. Do you think they know? No, not at all. So
They have
that
no
little
idea.
chat was really funny. But same as what Ham said, like it was really good to see everyone like interact, to actually be able to speak this time around and not be in a
And
doll.
not be a doll. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And actually just see, everyone interact together was really cool. So
Wonderful. Ash.
I was also going to say Malia and Vermilions aside, but I think my next favorite thing has to be Sal completely flunking the perception check and then just being like, "There's ominous chanting. What's going on?" Like,
I don't hear anything.
yeah, I've still got stuffing in my ears.
Incredible. I'm just gonna kick off a raid before we do our little.
No. Tell us yours.
Yeah, what's
I
yours?
totally did.
It was the dust.
Tell us-
It was
The
the
dust.
combination of setting Malia up to invisibly jump in on this guy and just a tooth into his neck.
Yeah, also that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
For springing that on us.
it was hot. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It's
Truly,
it
truly
was
a-
it was me.
I rolled a 10 on my D10 hotness check. So that's
it
fine.
was truly a moist method moment.
It was indeed.
It was me
Emily's
messaging
D10
Emily.
hotness checks as well, though.
Yeah, just rolling a d10 for everyone.
Yeah, that's a standard favorite moment for me, like a standing rather favorite moment for me. The fact that Emily has like done that as a thing for every character.
That started in literally a non-streamed game run by Tammy.
Excellent.
Sure.
Like-
Big fan.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, that moment was literally me in Emily's Discord going, "Stop fucking moving! I don't have enough speed to get to you."
It was very good.
I've got tiny little legs.
We'll run
I
around
don't actually.
real
She's
quick
6'9".
and we'll just do some outros and feel free to plug anything that you're doing or have coming up along the way. Ash, we'll start with you, please, this time.
Hey, I'm Ash. I make stuff. I have really shitty internet connection. I'm not doing anything. I can't stream at the moment, but when I do, it's here on twitch.tv/AshMakesProps. Hi, I was Lilith, and I was also cranky.
Yeah, but you did cool shit, so it's like balances out.
That's what matters.
I've got 1 spell slot and 8 hit points.
MVCDM.
Hey, I was NVCDM. No, I wasn't. I was Vermilion, and I am NVCDM. Yeah, that was fun. You can find me on the internet at that NVCDM, and also be an absolute pest on this channel and other channels. And until I see you next time, stroke that mohawk, my dudes.
What?
Thank you.
What?
Stroke that mohawk.
What did you say? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounded like you said
Clarify.
more Hulk.
Yeah, I was
Stroke
like,
that mohawk, my dudes. I don't know, my audio
What
must
are we
have gated me
saying now?
slightly for some reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It was so good.
You-
Emily.
Hey, welcome to my better intro to who I am in the outro. My name's Emily. I am a player over on the It's Fate script channel every Tuesday except the upcoming Tuesday, in which I will be attending the Jonas Brothers concert, because why not? With Jeannie. But hey, I'm over there playing Kalani Lisa Terry at the moment. And I'm also occasionally DMing and producing and thirst mastering. So come hang out with us and Promethean when time permits. And, you know, in future, maybe some other people. Otherwise, I'll be here hanging out and being a pest with Promethean.
Excellent.
Did you say in future maybe smother people?
Some other
mean-
people.
Oh, okay. I heard smother.
I don't think we can rule it out though. Ham the DM.
It's just wow.
What a
It's more like
segue.
Ham the player,
Speaking
right?
of smothering,
Hmm.
I don't. Yeah, no, I need to change my name. I don't smother. What? Yeah. Hi, I'm Ham the DM, but I'm also not here now because I'm the player. Because
Ham the player.
was lovely enough to actually let me come and play. But when I'm not here, I'm over on the Meeples and Dragons channel, DMing for Radiant Shadows, a little game we got going in a homebrew world out of my head every second Saturday. So not this coming Saturday, but the one after. Rambly words. Come and watch us. It's fun. Promethean's there. Saz makes everything work. It's great.
It's pretty good. Jeannie.
the urge I had to say hi.
Hmm.
And I just had to physically stop myself and then was like, okay, but I'm going to tell you that I was going to say it anyway. So, like, hi.
be like, hello.
Hello. I'm Jeannie. I write stuff occasionally when I feel like it. I also cosplay and I game pretty much every night. This next week is going to be super busy for me, like because my best friend's visiting. But after that, I will actually be starting streaming, hopefully. So come and watch me be angry at people on Dead by Daylight. If I decide I'm not too toxic to stream Dead by Daylight. Or playing Baldur's Gate, or yeah, pretty much any survival horror games. Yeah, so that will be in the next couple of weeks. I should hopefully be streaming soon. So exciting.
Woo!
And yeah, that's me, I think.
You know who's
Bye.
like incapable of being toxic? Saz. Saz, who are you, please? What do you got?
I'm not going to address that. I'm Saz. I am the resident Dice Goblin and producer over at the Meeples and Dragons channel, where we do D&D Fallout. We have a Pulp Cthulhu game coming up in a couple weeks' time. We also have an online store. If you're into D&D accessories, we make really cool glassware for your D&D tables, or Pathfinder too. Actually, it works for those as well. And dice. There is just an absolute shit ton of dice. Otherwise, how could I be a Dice Goblin? That's me.
Woo! I'm Promethean. There's 0 in it. I play games sometimes on Twitch with that name, and I run very poorly this campaign here on our new home of the Warriors channel. Woo! Exciting! Tell all of your friends, because we need followers if we're going to roll over to affiliate status and do all emotes and stuff, which will be fun. I also play, as Emily mentioned, in a campaign run by Emily over on Its Fate's Grip, and occasionally subjectively rate things by how hot I think they are, as part of Thirsty Thursdays. And I play in Hamish's campaign on the Meeples and Dragons channel, also as Delgrim, the Duergar Ranger, who's terrible at rolling ranger rolls.
So it has a cool hat.
Which, speaking of, you guys had an awesome session the other night. It was very well done.
Thanks.
Very well done. And also,
There was a lot
speaking
of
of,
character
we're gonna.
conflict.
There was, but also speaking of, we're gonna have to mass debate again soon.
Correct.
Truly. We've got so many Baldur's Gate characters to get through.
There are
Just some
Oh,
group,
truly so
some
many.
group masturbating.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're going to
Who likes
masturbate,
to
do it as a group.
masturbate alone?
You can't
one.
masturbate on
By
your
definition,
own,
you
because
cannot.
then it's just a
Yeah.
regular
You truly
debate.
cannot.
Correct. It's just a
It's
debate.
truly just a regular debate.
That's exactly right. We are going to raid friendly here. Thank you for watching, and fucking my apologies.
You signed up for this.